folks. Welcome in. Good grief, isn't that so loud? How y'all doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. It is Wednesday, the 22nd of June, and we are sitting down to play some Dark Heresy. Andy, what's up, buddy?
Hey, yeah, it's been a while. Um, but yeah, we are back for a new session of Path of Contrition. To recap, you guys last time were sent to Notara Prime, which is the largest aggro world in the Notara star system, the Notara Expanse, it's called within the Imperium. A recently reclaimed section of space that has been brought back into the loving arms of the Imperial fold. Loving arms quotations, possibly. Yeah, you were sent to this agri world because it came to the Imperial attention that they have been under delivering on their tithe to the Emperor. The Inquisitor that you work for is currently trying to sort of, make his presence known, making sort of let the governors and stuff here know that he's in the system. So you guys have been sent to do some grunt work to, put him in people's good graces. You found on the southern continent of the planet, in a particular region that seems to be luscious and overgrown with plentiful supplies of food and crops, is harboring a potentially terrible secret. You guys find yourselves. Where the fuck is my Dark Heresy notes? That's fine. God damn.
I ate them.
You ate them. There they are. There. I'm so blind. Had them opened already.
Can relate.
How dare I be prepared? You've ended up in settlement of Rudra in the southern continent. The governor of the region, Augustus Tygut, you've been introduced to. You are currently in his villa, his well-guarded and walled villa that's patrolled by members of the Planetary Defense Force. Tygux is a giant, fat individual. The young people within the town here all seem to look up to him as a respectable elder. Despite his fat and grotesque sort of build, he keeps his villa immaculately clean. And you've all noticed that the Planetary Defense Forces here have literally scrubbed their armor down to the ceramite or whatever material it is made of, including erasing any Imperial insignias from that lovely armor that they've been given as members of the PDF. You went for a meal with Tygux and his, estates. It was kind of disgusting. He's headed back to your own quarters that you've been given. You made sure you shut that door behind you. You were looking for a way out, I recall, in the last session. And we ended with you guys hearing marching footsteps approaching the door. Maybe about half a dozen or more. And a banging on the door to the guest quarters that you've been given. That sounds about right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd also used word perception right beforehand.
Yep, and you could sense that there was something in the Imperial Chapel in the settlement that did not sit well with you. Reminded you a little bit too much of home.
And not in the Lord of the Rings way, huh?
100%.
Not in a warm, fuzzy feeling way, in a make sure
Yeah, that one was with the prescience. With warp perception, I also gained unnatural senses. I did that at the 1 though, so only have 10 meters.
Okay. Yeah. With that, you're not going to be sensing anything.
Yeah, not right now.
But yeah, we'll jump in. You've just heard the bang on the door.
Men, I believe we have company. And I slam a charge into my last pack and rack it. Slam my back up against the wall, and can I take a perspective of the thing to see what lay of the land we could use to turn the tide to our advantage real quick, like hover or tactical?
So you're in a guest quarters. This is like a living room sort of situation where there's a table. There's probably quite fancy, although impeccably clean, chairs arranged for guests to sit in, and then there's a number of doorways that lead off into your sleeping chambers and some amenities in the form of where do you go to take a shit. All attached. Everything's incredibly clean. The furniture might give you some cover. It's not like a solid wall or something that you can hide behind easily enough. Your best bets are maybe tucking into the sides of the doors, but if they're trained well enough, that'll be the first place that they sort of look when they come through the door.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of fighting rock with rock here instead of scissors or paper. That's a good point. Okay, well, I've done all I can do, fellas.
Well, you guys should look for a way out, because I got a shotgun, and shotgun's very good at point blank, so that means that Vars is going to sort of get against the wall, pull his shotgun off of his back, rack around, and just aim it at the door, sort of like this, just aiming, waiting for somebody to come in, because as soon as they come in, they're going to get +3 damage and plus 10 to accuracy, so they're going to get blown away.
Zeke will pull out the shotgun we got off of the villagers on the last session, and he's going to offer it towards anybody while pulling out his las pistol.
Deadly funnel, boys.
You would notice that as soon as he had heard and announced that there was marching, Corvin had immediately reached into his rucksack and unloosened his secondary las rifle, and he'd begin going through it internally and very quickly. And he would look up at all of you, and he said, "Just say the word. I got a bomb in my hands right now."
So I like where your head is at. I think I can only really speak for myself in this situation, but yeah, I mean, that sounds cool.
All right. So then, DM, I think that we had talked about this last time. If it was possible, if I could use Imperial Guard lore to try and start overloading this las rifle.
Okay.
IEDs and you.
All right, let's go.
I remember you asking me about this after the last session.
Would you say I have any modifiers?
So trying to rig it up. Let me double check your character sheet 1 second.
If only we had a tech priest.
Yeah, maybe someone could let me know what's going on, and I can contribute my vast knowledge of science and technology. Or not. I'm actually busy over here thinking about how we can escape a literal box of death.
Yes.
I just left the Elden Ring message. Try tech priest.
It'll be amusing to see what the Imperial Guardsman does with this. I find.
Glad you can find the Elden Ring sign telling us try tech priest. All I can find is
Try finger butt.
try finger horse. Try finger horse butt.
Oh God.
Yeah, so it's going to be a tech use roll, but Give me a lower Imperial Guard roll before you do that.
Any modifiers to that?
No, just a straight up one, but if you do succeed, it can grant you bonuses to try and
Let's
rig
go.
this lag going up the
Success.
bow.
I can't see this going wrong, honestly.
No, unactivated.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it's a straight success. It's not like any super extra degrees of success, but I am going to give you a +10 to your tech use roll to rig this up. You know, you've been a member of the guard for a long time by this point. You're a veteran. You've had to resort to some desperate tactics, which sometimes, you know, you've been faced down with enemy armoured vehicles, and the only thing you've had at hand has been a lasgun. You've had to find a way to make that work. And maybe once or twice you've had to overcharge one and then chuck it into like an Eldar grav tank or something like that and blow it to fuck.
Alright, let's see.
Damn!
Let's
yeah,
go, boys!
That's amazing. Let's go.
Nice.
Good
You're
stuff.
so good it
Possible
instantaneously
thing you
explodes.
That is. I'm genuinely really surprised.
You and me both, buddy.
Target was 22. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was a low bar, and you exceeded it quite a lot. Let me find the explosives in the core book.
Fucking pog, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's maybe gonna act like the equivalent of a crack grenade.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice,
boy.
nice.
Alright.
This episode is sponsored by the Anarchist Cookbook. Pick it up now on Amazon and other book dealers near you.
Please don't. Please don't.
The Necromundist cookbook is what it would be.
So Corvin, like, knowing the chances of his success of actually doing this being very slim, immediately gets it, and he's like, and he starts running towards the door, and if possible, I would like to crack it open and just shove the
Zeke-
gun right out.
Marge is gonna do you a favor and
Zeke will
open the
be
door for
right
you.
there. Yeah, no. Once
Yeah,
someone
like-
else is opening the door.
Yeah, like I can just picture it unfolding. You've been tinkering with the energy pack inside this lasgun, and Fars has just been watching you like, what the. Was that a spark? Oh shit! Tap. Hits the pad on the door. It slides open. The PDF forces on the other end just see you running towards them, holding your lasgun out like this.
Hot soup!
I hot potato it at him and just wave.
I'm gonna slam the door shut as soon as you're done with that.
The one closest to the door sort of drops his own lasgun, which is sort of on a strap over his shoulders and
Get down! And I just dive for the ground.
so I'm
This is going.
You're going to get an official junior tech priest sticker, normally reserved for 5-year-olds who come to visit the Forge Bowl, but I think you well and truly earned it.
Nice.
It's a crack grenade, so it does a d6 of damage.
so yeah 2d4 2d10 plus 4 damage.
I heard you, Red. I see.
with a penetration score of 6, which means it's pretty much going to ignore that PDF armor.
That's disgusting.
So
That's a lot of damage.
I rolled a 9.
9, okay.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
That's pretty good damage.
It doesn't have a particularly wide blast range, but this first guy is just going to get blown to. I'm not even going to check the stats. I'm pretty sure he's a mook. He's got hardly any wounds. Yeah.
Damn.
That was so fucking good.
It's like dropping a beef thigh in a blender.
You know, I've been sitting on this idea since last game, and I was like, "This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work." It
Patience.
works, and
Perfectly
I am
rigs a
literally
bomb.
so happy. I don't have. Yeah, he's gonna be talking about it for hours now.
Like, you know what? Like, these guys apparently
Just get annihilated.
they have
It's a crack grenade. That's meant for Imperial armor.
yeah, like these guys have like 13 wounds, but like
Oof.
you're adding +4 to that, so you've pretty much like the exact amount of damage needed to.
Let's fucking go.
One tapped him.
Just rips a
boy.
fucking hole through his torso.
Like, yep, the he catches it. Far as you whack the button on the door again, and you can hear the you can hear the voices of the other PDF on the other side of the door. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, there's nothing left.
It's a splat.
The
Like a burnt splat.
it's just like completely vaporized them, but like if the door's shut, I'm gonna ask for initiative rolls from
Yeah.
people now.
So what's an initiative roll?
Where is initiative on these absolute nightmare of character sheets?
It's on the front page, right below your base characteristics.
Oh, there it
right
is.
next to the 8 points. Yep.
Oh, initiative.
Do we roll?
Just
Do we hit the
agility?
agility button or the custom button?
I'm assuming it's agility.
Oh, I need to select the token.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
tokens.
Oh,
yeah.
Where's my token? How broken?
Well, people do have tokens.
I rolled a
Can I
9.
drag and drop
I
that?
don't even know if that's good.
Ah, I can. Awesome. We'll just use that.
I don't remember any of the rules regarding initiative, so.
Olvar's rolled a 9.
It's agility, right? Agility.
Yeah.
I don't have my
Oh,
token.
Okay, here we
Oh,
go. That's the wrong one. I clicked the wrong one. I'm an idiot.
Can't really say like, oh yeah, here we go, baby. Oh, I'm fucked up.
That was such a roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah, you don't have.
I'm the greatest. I suck.
How are initiative ties broken? Is it the higher agility goes first?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think whoever's got the highest agility score will go first.
Derek,
don't
what's
have a
your
token.
agility score?
Yeah, we can't find out till we have tokens.
Of 38.
You can drag and drop from your character sheet and drop a
Oh,
token.
you can do that?
Yeah,
Yep.
I just did it.
There's also
Roll
the
20,
tokens that I
veteran.
sent everybody that y'all can add to your character sheets and such.
Yeah, you have to drag from the name. Like, click and drag your name over, and it'll create a token based on the
They're-
picture you have.
They're better. If you give me like 2 seconds, I'll drop the character art and you
fuck.
can do it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It just drops the portrait I put in there. It doesn't drop the character token.
Oh, okay. Well, it
Yeah,
works.
Just
as a
wait for
token.
Andy.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
We had all that beautiful art done. Might as well use it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh lord, I feel the sneeze is coming back.
Bless you.
Bars.
Yes.
What's your agility?
42.
Oh my goodness, you beat me by 4.
Haha. That's the highest stat I have.
It's my second highest stat, so. Dang.
My
you.
second highest is ballistics, thank God.
I'm gonna
I
wash
tried
my
to
hands real
make
quick.
the sniper go first every time, man.
Okay, so Derek, your character portrait is in, so you should be able to drag that over as a token.
But no, I decided to take influence of 40.
And
That's how come I had a whole extra gun.
Sorry, I just ate.
yeah. So Omni, you've got your own artwork in, so I will drop your token in separately.
Yep, thank you. I think there's a way for you to make the tokens accessible to us too. I don't know how it works. Though.
Oh my
Yeah.
Cannoli.
The
Giant
highest
Dick
resolution.
Marine.
I mean, I knew my character's head was big. I didn't realize it was literally an astronomical body.
Look at the size of his fucking forehead!
Look at the
All right.
size of his head. Why isn't it working? It's not doing
Why
it.
is it-
Oh, it's because I need to literally click it.
Yeah, you need to have it selected, like highlighted.
Now I can do it.
Ah,
There you go.
I've dealt with a nightmare that is roll 20
Hey,
Why
for
isn't
well-
it doing it?
I'll fix yours. Give me a second, Derek.
I'm the dumb.
Y'all, apparently I have an influence score of a newly minted Inquisitor.
Damn,
Well, that's weird.
you've been around, huh?
Woden, stop.
I'm a pole boy.
Can I just say that this music is giving me PTSD?
Good.
Good!
Okay,
Who's
let's.
I'm a-
supposed to do?
I'm a private tester
yeah,
for
that's
Darkest
actually
Dungeon
funny.
2.
We were making a song about it. We were like, having fun at the PTSD.
Okay. There you go.
16.
Holy shit.
Holy jeez.
Is
Okay.
higher good for agility? Or
Fast as
initiative?
fuck, boy.
Yes.
Okay. I'm fast as fuck, boys!
Like good good roll.
That's good. Our miniature tank should go first.
I'm the miniature tank. I have 5 armor all over my
Yeah,
body.
he's got the big armor.
No,
I'm
you're
the policeman.
You're the main tank. He's the mini tank.
I'm
He's
the
the off
support tank. Yeah.
You're the blood DK. I'm the prop alley.
Yeah, I'm kind of a jack of all trades, honestly. I don't actually.
You're kind
have
of
any
like
thing that I specialize in.
our barbarian with a gun is basically what you are.
I do have a 42 weapon skill and a 40
I'm
ballistic
telling
skill,
you,
though.
bro, you're a barbarian with a gun, like literally, and a flamethrower. You're gonna mess some people up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight PDFs. It's one of my least favorite file formats.
Yeah.
Got down Adobe.
Adobe, damn you. What's next? We're gonna fight Photoshop documents?
Hmm.
Don't make me fight Photoshop documents. They're too big.
Yes, Steve.
I know, they're fucking huge. I cleared like 40 gigs of space off my computer by transferring old commission files over to external hard drive.
I have no idea. I don't want to even know how big my art folder is.
Okay. One of these dudes real good for their initiative.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, wow, that's high. Jesus.
Oh, no. That's one higher than me.
Oh, no. Anyway.
Oh no, anyway. One of them's tied with me in the tech priest, while the sniper and our cowboy are still like
Hey man,
talking to one another about how cool that crack grenade going
I
off
just
was.
made a
Yeehaw.
bomb. Give me a break.
Hey man, I ain't hating.
Man knows his weapons. What can we say?
PDF2 saw the PDF 0, we'll call him, as a very close friend, and PDF 5 was a secret lover.
Okay,
They're
so
just devastated.
Oakum, what is your agility score?
Let's see. Agility is 34.
Yeah, so the PDF scoring before you.
Hmm.
Ezekiel, what's your agility score?
Who did you say?
Seek.
Oh, 28, sorry.
Yeah, okay, so PDF scoring before both of you. Corvin, Fars, which one of you two has the higher agility?
Vars.
42.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's planetary defense. So you have multiple actions that you could take in Dark Heresy. Realizing this is the first time that we've ran combat.
We run it before when we were in the field.
Yeah. It was quite short.
It's very brief,
yeah,
yeah.
Very brief and very brutal.
That was 2 unarmed people versus a literal warband.
Hey, they
Didn't
were
really
armed.
know.
They were armed. They just didn't
Not
have very...
after I was done with one of them.
Guys, I'm now 7 for 2.
Don't tempt fate now.
Don't tempt fate. Well, you do have fate die, so go ahead. You can Do it as many times as you have faith.
I've taken 2 shots and killed 7 people.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so you have 4 different types of actions you can take. You have a full action, which requires your full attention. If you take a full action, you can't do any half actions. You have half actions, you can take 2 of those in a turn. Attacking is a half action in Dark Heresy. You might want to combo that up with some other combinations of half actions. I think there is a list on one of the websites that I gave you guys a link to way back. Yep, combat actions. The Dark Heresy 2nd edition quick reference has a big list of all the actions you can take and whether they are half, full, or faded. You have a reaction. You get 1 of these per turn, and you can use it to try and make an evade roll by using your dodge or parry skills to avoid damage. But you can only take 1 per turn. And you have 3 actions, which are things like talking shit with each other and stuff like that, which you guys can roleplay and take as many of those as you want. None of this. You can say 10 words in a turn. Bullshit.
I love the limit though, playing like we did with L5R. That was fun. You had like 6 words.
Yeah, I know. Hurl the abuse at the enemies of the Emperor.
Me, very scary. Get you nighttime. 6 words.
So, I'm going to say interacting with the door to open it is going to be one of his half actions. And I'm gonna assume that Corvin, you're probably the one directly in front of that door.
No, Vars probably is.
Oh.
Because Vars knows that he's the most armored, so he should probably be in front of people. He's kind of the point man.
So you shut the door and then you're like shotgun.
Just ready.
So yeah, you see the door slide open. You're face to face with one of the PDF force members with a lot of, it's like a misty blood splatter over like half of his armor. And yeah, he's gonna just make an attack with his autogun. I want to take a semi-auto burst.
Can I dodge a gun?
You can dodge, but if you dodge this one, then
I can't dodge another one.
you can't dodge another one. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, point blank with a... What, this is a las? They just have las guns?
It's a auto gun.
Auto gun. Okay. Does he suffer any penalties for being point blank?
Actually, being point blank, I think gives you bonuses in Dark Heresy.
Oh no.
Oh no, shotgun. Anyway.
Being point blank range, distance of 2 meters closer is considered to be point blank range. Ballistic tests to hit a target at point blank range gain a +30 modifier.
Come get some.
Yeah.
I don't think I should try to. I don't know if dodging that would be relevant, so I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna not dodge.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna like open up on you with the auto gun as soon as the door slides open. He's not taking the time to aim or anything. It's pretty much you're the first target he sees as soon as the door slides open, so you get shot. I need better lighting here because I can't see shit. This dude has a ballistic skill rating.
Oh yeah, and all the ruckus. As soon as the door slides open, like there's like a moment of silence, and Vars just says, "Boom."
Oh yeah, that's a miss.
He just shoots off into
the door slides open. This guy is kind of surprised to see you standing that close to him with the shotgun aimed at him, and just sort of like jumps a little bit when he sees you and starts firing up into the roof with the auto
Door
gun.
stuck! Door stuck!
You're up.
So let me ask you this: I imagine that the doorway was kind of like a hospital door, so it's like a slight corridor, and then there's like an auto door, and then there's like a slight corridor, and then like the next chamber. Is that kind of how it's set up?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I want to lay down suppressing fire with my flamer. It is a semi-auto, so it's a 30-degree arc. So I leave that up to you, obviously, as to how many of the people I'm going to be affecting with this.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have a like kind of at the angle up from the door, so you don't burn your own companions.
I imagine that I was like next to the like the corridor, like with my back up. That's kind of the position that I meant to take at the beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry, my mustache cream is flame retardant, so we're good.
That's good.
Gotta keep in mind, you got people with flamers on the team, you need to have flame retardant.
Oh yeah,
mustache
you
cream.
need all the flame retardant stuff that you can get.
Absolutely. It's on the eyebrows, too.
Asbestos lining. So it says fires in a 30-degree arc, burst at a -22 ballistic skill. So I think that's just for like if I'm going to hit them, and then regardless of if I hit enemies in the arc, make a -10 if semi-auto or -20 if full auto, pinning save or become pinned. Weapon must be capable of semi-auto or full fire auto to be the correct fire mode. If I am understanding that correctly. If not, then
So flamers are
semi-auto.
What other tags do they have? I have the weapon special stuff.
They've
pulled up.
got single shot.
Flame and spray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spray is.
Oh, so flamers work in this game. I think they work like they do in 40k. I think they auto hit.
Yep.
Don't
Yeah, they all hit all the people caught underneath the template essentially need to make an agility check.
Ooh, that's nice.
they? I love flamers.
But yeah, they're not they're single fire. They're not auto burst, semi-auto or anything like that. The S is a single shot.
Oh, it's not semi-auto.
No, single.
Right.
You'll usually have a number. The middle one usually has a number in it if it's can fire semi-automatic, and then the third section will give you a number if they can fire fully. So you're firing into. I'm going to say they've spread out a little bit since one of them blew up unexpectedly, but I'm going to say you're still able to hit maybe 3 of them in that cone from the flamer. So I'm going to make agility tests. Agility tests are at a
+0. So I'm assuming Derek's trained in using a flamer.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Burn the heretic. Mutant.
burn the
And
head.
Xenos. Burn it all. But I guess that ain't Imperial shtick anymore.
Okay, so we just need to beat their agility score for this. And they're okay. They're not super agile. It's not like you're shooting at Eldar or something like that.
That's a challenging +0 test.
Yeah, so one of them's been hit.
Nice.
One of them has dodged very well.
Not nice.
And the other one is that was a
Yeah,
lovely,
feel no pains.
lovely 99.
Okay,
yeah,
so roll damage.
Roll damage.
Nice. 13 damage.
Wow.
13.
Yeah, it is 1d10 plus 4.
So 2 of them are being hit by that. One of them's the poor guy that was standing at the door that just unloaded his autogun into the roof. Like, he hears like the hiss of the promethium and the ignition, and as he turns his head to see you, kind of outside of the door, he's just engulfed in the face with the flamer. The guy immediately behind him like sees it coming and manages to sort of duck and roll out the way, but then the poor guy behind him gets the tail end of the flamer.
Hell yeah.
full on. And yeah, that is 2 very toasty PDF.
Nice. And I scream death to the heretic.
What is the armor penetration?
Armor on a flamer is I don't see any, so probably none. Oh, pen 2.
Penta. Okay. Yeah, it's enough to send both of them. Like the first guy, he can't even scream. His face just literally melts off. But the guy at the back, the guy at the back of the row who's catching like the sort of wider flame burst, like he screams as he is ignited and burns to death like the filthy heretic that he is. So that's this dude.
And then I drop back into cover after shouting death to the heretic.
Okay, cool. Then it's the dude that managed to dodge the flamer.
That felt really cool. That felt nice.
That was the opposite of cool. It was hot.
It was hot stuff. You're all in pretty close quarters combat at the moment. You know, fighting in a corridor.
Come get some.
It's kind of a great follow-up to a crack grenade.
Right.
Damn, it's almost like we're like some kind of crack Inquisition team or something. Like
Crack and burn.
It's almost like we're trained for this.
Trained is probably being a little excessive with the term.
Speak for yourself,
I mean-
Toaster Man.
I was here for this crusade originally. Toaster man.
This guy's gonna full auto burst into the room with his auto gun.
Come get some.
Oh no, he can't. He can only do a semi burst. So that's kind of rubbish. He's still gonna do it. For every 2 additional degrees of success, he can do an extra. He does an additional hit. So it's worthwhile. Got the plus 30 for being in close quarters. And I rolled 97. Yeah.
yes, that's a
Yeah,
great
that's
roll,
lovely.
Andy.
Are loving these 90s. That's a jam. I'm trying to do a semi-auto burst, I believe.
That's funny.
Semi.
Oh, that's great. Oh man, you guys realize we're gonna get so fucked in the second half of the session, right?
Oh, dude.
Things are going way too well right now. His gun just jammed if you missed that, Omni.
Semi-auto jams on a 94 plus. So, like, this guy dodged out the way of the flamer. He's on one of his knees, brings his auto gun up. You see him squeeze the trigger really heavily, as if he's trying to do a burst, and all you can hear is click, 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 click as the thing jams.
Perfect.
And the 2 Imperial Guardsmen, it just reminds you of, you know, life as an average guardsman.
Why we don't
Amateur
use
hour?
why we don't use auto guns anymore.
Okay. Fars.
Wait, what happened about Zeke and me?
Oh,
Did it skip
Well,
us? I
how
it
did
skipped.
you... It did skip you. Why did it skip you?
Because I was like, I know that Zeke was after me.
Yep. Because you're 6 faster than me.
Yeah.
Just a,
Better
just a hair.
be.
Just a hair.
You're mechanically augmented. I'm biologically cut apart.
I also really like killing people, apparently.
Oh, bro, just do hammer time. Do hammer time on the wall, on like the support beam, and bring the whole house down.
Hammer down!
This is the major support beam for the entire place. And why does that matter in a firefight? Cover your head.
Oakham,
Yes.
you're up.
Okay, thank you. So, as we're being shot at, and one of us is improvising an explosive, Oakham's taking a brief moment to sort of look around his surroundings. I know before we basically said that we were more or less trapped in here, right? Like there's no exits, effectively.
Yeah.
And how heavily armored are the walls?
They're a decent thickness.
Definitely not the
Probably.
kind of thing that my mechadendrites could rip open with time.
No.
Okay, yeah, so it is fight or die. Well, having briefly taken a moment to scan the room, probably impassively as you guys are all engaging in a firefight, he's just on the other side of the room, sort of looking around, scanning one last time to see, is there anything that he missed? And then realizing there isn't, he's going to retract he's going to retract the optical mechadendrite in his back, take out his stave, as his other mechadendrites extend out, the big, heavy manipulator ones, and he sort of Dr. Octopus's towards the door. Is there anyone in the door? There's a guy in the door, right?
Yeah, he's a few feet just beyond the doorway, kneeling with his jammed autogun.
Okay, so just taking a look at this. So we have 4 combat actions. As I recall,
You have you can take 2 half actions or 1 full action essentially, and then you've got a dodge that you can use.
right. Gotcha. Okay, that's what I thought. Just want to make sure. There it is. God, I wish it would stop resetting it. I just want to make sure the movement itself was not an action.
I don't think it is.
Move
Oh,
varies by your
it's just a
movement.
yeah.
Move, yeah, it varies. So you can move. You're all in close quarters, so I'm going to say any move that you do take is at most a half action at the moment.
Okay. So if that's the case, then I'll be fair. He wasn't at the front of the door. He wasn't anywhere near it. He went further in to see if there was any way out. So we'll say he has to move his distance to the door as he sort of like clambers rapidly towards it. And he's going to bring his weapon down, the Triumph of Applied Reason, at the dude in the door. Go for the bonk. There's no aim here, so it's just a normal swing. Bonk.
Yeah.
Not all out. Just
What?
a swift attack, guys. This would be a swift attack or no, this would be a standard.
Standard, yeah, so yeah, a plus 10.
Okay. Submit. There's no modifier that I can see, so bonk. Nope.
Oh.
There you go. There it
Yeah,
is.
you sort of head towards the doorway, you bring your shop staff thing down, and you sort of slam it into the ground next to the guy, who is looking a little relieved considering his gun's jammed. He's pretty much defenseless against you. Maybe whatever god that he probably worships has gave him a slight reprieve that's not going to last too much longer, I don't imagine. Ezekiel?
Alright. You said that they're like in the doorway, just kind of like just out of it, correct?
Yeah, so there are 3 left. One is like a few feet directly in front of the doorway, like Oakham is standing pretty much right in front of him. The other 2 are not off to both sides. 2 of them are off to like the right hand side of the door frame.
Alright, as I'm currently sustaining the willpower one, I would have to, if I want to keep that, I would have to spend a half action too. Because of how that just went for Oakham, however, I'm going to start off with a semi-auto burst with the las pistol. So that is a no addition, correct?
Yep, no additional bonuses.
Alright, where do
Well, what is? Wait, would he get
what's
a
my
bonus
range?
Range, yeah.
Your range for a las pistol is 30 meters.
yeah, so what I mean is what is this point blank? Is this short? Is this standard range?
It's probably standard range where you're at because you're not right at the doorway
Yep. Alright,
in
cool.
the face.
And then I'm gonna do semi-auto. Nope.
No. Okay. At least it doesn't jam.
Yeah, no, at least it doesn't jam.
Are you guys keeping track of your ammo?
Yep, that was fail, so that's gonna be 2 shots.
Yeah.
Because the pistol is rate of fire 2-0.
Like I said, I've taken one shot and thrown 1 grenade.
That's when you know. That's when you know shit is getting bad. Is like when you guys are running all low on ammo and like you still need to get off a hostile planet.
Yeah.
You didn't throw a grenade, you threw one of your weapons.
Hey, for the record, we do have reloads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have
have
spare ammunition, but we just, Corbin's definitely out one because I don't think he took out the ammo before he threw that last
No.
gun.
The ammo is what made it kerplode.
Ammo's what? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure because a flamer is like a 2-shot and then you got to reload.
Yeah, you've got two clips essentially for each range weapon that you've got.
Okay, that's nice. Good deal.
So you've got two. Yours is like a wrist-mounted flamer, so you've got 2 small promethium canisters probably on your belt somewhere.
Sick.
Well, that's weird. Anyways, so then with the other half action, as opposed to sustaining the willpower, because that guy's right there, Oakum's right in front. Zeke's just gonna reach out with the skull, with the skull in the other hand, and attempt to smite that defenseless poor fool.
Damn.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no! Fate
Not a
point
double.
time?
yes.
Yep.
That's still something bad, right?
It might be.
94, 99, 98, 97, 96. I don't think so. Or wait, no, it's 99, 88, 77, 66,
Okay.
correct?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. So let me just double check when a psychic phenomena happens.
I need to roll doubles.
You're all good.
Oh.
So it can happen even if you get a successful roll, which is very
Yeah,
old school Warhammering.
Yeah, as long as I'm doing normal psi rating or lower, and because I technically have currently have one sustained, I'm down 1 psi rating, so did it at base 1. All I need is to roll a double during the focus power test.
Yeah, so nothing bad will happen. Psychic.
Nice.
Yeah.
That one will be a hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
Then roll damage.
Yep. 1d10 plus psi rating. Penetration for all.
Smith.
A 4.
On a 4. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So the is the guy in front of Oakum that you're aiming at, right?
Yeah, like at this point, as Oakum's like probably lifting up the staff, his staff from missing after I take a few pot shots, I'm just aiming like to kind of zip the lightning right past him and right into the guy.
So yeah, that's gonna hit. How much is gonna be reduced by? If anything, I don't think it. I think the penetration on it's higher than their armor rating. Yeah, okay, 4. Yeah, it pretty much nullifies the armor that they're wearing. Cool. Then that's full 9 damage. Not quite enough to kill him right out, but like you can see the sort of lightning-shaped scorch marks like across, like maybe his upper body because he was down on one knee to sort of shoot. So like the shoulder up to the neck and the side of the face is all kind of scorched and lightning marked. Okay, bars.
Oh yeah. So, which one of these guys is closest to me? And which of them
Um,
hasn't taken damage already? Because I could probably one-shot them.
The guy that's just been smited is closest, but like where you're standing, you can see that there's another two just around the side of the doorway.
Okay. Bars wants to sort of stay in front of the other fellas, because, like I said, he has the most armor, so it'd be wisest for him to be up front. He's gonna go to one of them that hasn't taken damage yet, probably just directly to the left of the doorway, and he's gonna like jut his shotgun forward to where he just like sticks it right into somebody before pulling the trigger.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
So, is that a standard attack that you're making?
Mm-hmm. And what's it for point blank? It's plus 20 for point blank.
Plus 30 for point blank. So
Plus
plus 40 in total.
Jesus Christ!
And then yeah, scatter gives me plus 40 total, and then plus 3 extra damage. Okay, so let's see.
If you miss,
He won't miss, okay?
I won't miss.
Can't be
Okay.
jinxing it.
Not. Is it a half action to aim?
yes,
Uh,
it's a half action. So you can do a half aim for a half action or a full action to full aim.
yeah.
Half action
So-
gives you plus 10.
As long as you didn't move, that's the trick. If you move, it's a half action, and you only have 2 half actions.
I have
Yeah.
plus 40 already. I don't
You've
think
got
I need
plus.
Yeah.
You've got plus 50. A standard attack gives you a plus 10 as well.
Oh.
You can't fail, basically. Let's go.
Alright, okay, so that'll be point blank, and then standard, and then modifier I'll
I
add
need to
plus
sneeze.
10.
Oh,
Don't
COVID
sneeze, plus
fucking.
Okay.
Oh,
How did I manage to fail that? Okay, hold on, I might
Oh.
use a fate die here, that's stupid.
I
That's
feel like
pretty
I blame
preposterous
you for
right
this,
there.
Corbin.
You had to say something.
All right,
yeah.
two.
You had to say it. Open your mouth and just put your foot in, your whole foot, all the way to the ankle.
2
I
up to
did-
hit.
I'm
Roll to
so
1.
sorry.
2 up to wound. Roll to 1.
I don't think I've used a fate point yet, have I?
no, you get them back at each session. And
Okay.
I'm so
Oh, so we're
sorry.
all reset on those?
Unless you permanently
94
burn
is
one,
the
yes.
No,
unless you
okay.
turn
Each
one
session.
to
I literally
Oh,
feel so bad. I was like, if he misses this and then he proceeds to roll a 94,
that's alright.
You,
I'm
you
re-rolling
had to
it.
say something and make
I
it your
had,
fault.
I had to
I'm
say
gonna use a
something.
fate to re-roll this. I swear to God, if I get another 90 something.
Oh,
Okay,
there you go.
There
There
we
you
go.
go. That's
6
safe.
additional degrees of success.
6 additional degrees of success.
So how much damage is that? Oh, okay. Does levels of success actually affect damage?
Yeah, they I believe they do. Give me a second.
6
Bro,
additional
he's
degrees.
minced meat, bro.
Shotgun surgeon over here.
For blam.
That'll be just the first damage. Add 3 to that, so that'll be 15 so far.
Oh, let me bring up the combat chapter.
I
I'm
need
so
to track one
rusty.
from my clip. I can pull up combat too, just to take a look at it.
I have it open.
Yeah, I always stare at that page whenever we bring
The
this.
attack.
Yeah. Look at what crafty maneuvers we might be able to pull off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to
And
playing
then
with
I've
you in
done-
red, and very rarely is it just I make an attack roll.
It's attack roll 3 asterisks in a row.
Yeah. I'm also attacking this chain to drop this thing down on. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take up your turn.
There you go. I'm just checking.
Okay, so the degrees of success are for all attack rolls. Count the degrees of success. The attacker can replace the result of a single damage die with the number of degrees of success from his attack roll.
Oh, okay. Well, I rolled an 8, so it's not relevant. Okay, so it'll be 15 damage. I need to determine where I'm actually hitting him, though, so let me roll a d100 for that.
I usually just split whatever you got for the.
So a 32.
32 would hit the body. So,
Yes,
yeah,
but
just,
it's-
literally what I said. I just, I come out of the door, and I, lunge forward with my shotgun like I'm stabbing it into him, and I just blast his, chest up.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
So yeah, that's painful.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like, never been shot with a shotgun before, but I'm gonna imagine that's gonna hurt.
If you get shot point blank with a shotgun, you don't really need to tell the story.
Yeah. Was the pen on the shotgun?
There's no pen on the shotgun.
Okay. It's gonna hurt, but he's gonna still be standing at the end of that.
Okay. I have a free action to draw a weapon. So once he realizes that he's still alive, he's gonna sort of like tuck his shotgun underneath himself and draw one of his revolvers and just take another shot at him point blank.
Cool.
See if he can finish him off.
Nice.
I didn't know if that perk would come in handy, but drawing a weapon as a free action is pretty insane. So let's see. And these are man stopper stub rounds, so these would be good. Okay. Point blank plus 30. Standard. Okay. Modifier. None.
Wow.
I rolled one.
Wow. Wow.
Headshot.
That's critical.
God damn!
Oh, that's
Give me that damage roll.
Oh, sure, boss. I didn't do that much, but I'm just gonna replace the die with a 7, so it'll be 10 damage.
10. Yeah, 10.
Dang.
Yeah, so like, once you've shot him with the shotgun blast kind of makes him stumble back, and as you said, you just like very quickly pull your revolver out and like shoot him straight in the face.
In the face.
There's no skull left.
They just put it right on the bridge of his nose, so there's just like an excellent blood splatter just everywhere.
It blows up like a fucking watermelon, basically.
Oh well. Yeah, Corvin.
Don't worry, boys, I got your back. Just stay behind me.
So, I just couple questions mechanic wise. I basically leaped away from the explosion. I'm assuming I'm prone. So how does that affect movement?
If you're prone, you need to take a half action to get up.
And can I move any more, or I just have to use another half action?
You would have to use another half action, yeah.
Alright. And were there any, like, windows or anything in this room?
No, there's no way out of the room from here. It's pretty much blocked in room.
Alright. Can I see the guy that Oakham swung at from where I'm laying down?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna take a shot at him then.
Hit him right in the leg. Scores.
Let me.
Prone, I believe, gives me a bonus to
Oh, nice.
shooting as well.
Yes, circumstances are prone. Yeah, plus. Characters who are prone. Okay. A character who is prone suffers a -10 penalty to weapon skill tests and a -20 to evasion. You only get a bonus to hit someone.
Oh,
if they're
okay,
prone
so
and
I
it's within
don't.
yelling at them.
Alright, I see.
He might also be count as being in cover because Oakham is standing in front.
Sure. Well, I will half action aim and then fire.
Cool.
Is this still point? Is this short range then? Would you say?
This would be short range that you're
Okay,
currently at.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been an action-packed first hour, boys.
I just blew somebody's head clean off after taking out their guts.
Turned one dude into fucking molten meat.
I love molten meat.
I don't think you'd like this molten meat.
It's crispy. Yeah, you gotta sear, but you didn't fully cook it.
Yeah, he got Indiana Jones.
Or rare steak.
I love a good blue or rare steak.
I'm a medium sort of person. I like a little bit of pink in the middle, but not.
Alright, so that's a hit with 1 degree of success.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
And so because it's an accurate weapon, I believe, let me double check this. Add, so I don't have a second one, so never mind, that doesn't apply yet. So it just hits, and I
yeah.
will roll damage.
Oof, that's really nice for accurate.
Yeah, it really is.
The extra damage for every 2 extra degrees of success. You get.
Yeah. A whole nother dice roll, too.
Yeah.
Let me just see.
I want you guys to know that I can make 3 pistol attacks in a single turn. That's stupid. I'm doing that right there.
Christ.
I'm a cowboy, baby.
I can't see where the damage is.
Yeah, I can't see what the damage is.
Oh yeah, it's just kind of like went off the side of the screen.
Well,
Chat is
12 is the damage.
and armor pen 1.
Damage 12.
Yeah.
This guy's already been wounded, so yeah, he's definitely gone. Yeah, so as he sort of, jammed autogun in one hand, holding his burnt, scarred face in the other, screaming, like, Oakham, you see that laser flash go between your legs as the lasgun shot just puts this guy out of his misery.
It's like that scene from Kill Bill with the laser.
Optics sort of like blink and passively lets him drop.
That's my turn.
Oh,
Prone, reloading.
Reloading.
As the last PDF guy standing. I'm gonna have to make a morale check.
He just watched everybody get blasted back through the doorway, basically.
Let's see, that's it. Willpower, okay. No, that's a fail. The last remaining PDF trooper sort of like the colour sort of drains out of his face. You can see his hand shaking on the autogun. He turns to look up one of the corridors, the one that's least covered in blood and viscera, and full move action, like they're just right as far out up that corridor and around the corner as quick as I can.
Will I be able to fire at him before he disappears out of line of sight?
No.
Okay.
He's spending his full movement to move up the corridor and around the corner.
Speed.
Yeah. So we're gonna exit combat.
Alright.
Everything went pretty well. No one got hurt
Yeah.
so far.
Probably the best things can typically go in combat like this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some really good attack rolls in there.
Yeah, Vars put the fear of God into the person right in front of him, so he missed. And
but yeah, cool. So yeah, you guys are standing that nice clean corridor, or what was once a nice perfectly clean corridor, is now splattered in multiple different types of blood stain patterning. Like a murder scene crime analysis person would have a field day here.
We did a good job, boys.
Like you can see the boots of the first guy, the guy that caught that load of lasgun. They're still lying in the middle of the corridor. And yeah, the 4 other PDF guys around those pairs of boots have all been mangled in various ways. Um,
Bars is going to start quickly reloading because he knows that this is not the end.
Yeah, I would get up and definitely pie the corners and watch the hallways, and gently keep an eye on whatever gear the people we just killed had, and probably start kicking it back towards my group.
I asked the tech priest if he knows of a way we could get schematics to find the quickest way the fuck out of here.
As you're asking him that, Oakham is actually jogging towards that corner to bring his optical mechadendrite to peer around the corner and see if he can see where this guy is gone. He wouldn't have let him just run away without like having at least tried to see where he was going.
yeah. As your mechadendrite sort of peers around, you can see him disappear through another set of doors. Back roughly towards the direction where the feasting hall was that you guys were in earlier.
All right. Before I turn and address this, is there a way for us to get those schematics, as I was asked? Because I'm sure he wouldn't answer that without an answer.
You could... all of the doors and stuff, all the security systems for the rooms and things here are all connected to a database, presumably, that you could hook into and try and gain some schematics of the building from.
Perfect. All right. So if that's the case, then once you ask him that question, Judas, Oakham would hold up a metal finger and just sort of cock his head to the side as he accesses the new sphere of the building and tries to download schematics. I assume that'd probably be a tech use?
Yeah.
Okay. And would having my servo skull help me with that task as well?
Give you a +10, yep.
Hell yeah. All right. So as he sort of cocks his head to the side and sort of just sits there loading a little bit, like twitching, the little disc-like drone pops off his back and begins sort of scanning, piping its data into Oakham. You can see like literally a little mechanical tendril plugging into the base of his spine as he does it. So this is going to be a tech use +10. Wait, what we get? Of course not. It's gonna be one of those days.
Okay, it's not a complete fail. It's going to be an extended roll.
Okay.
Where you're going to need to give me a certain amount of successes before you get the information you want from them. So, like, failing on the first roll is not too.
Okay. He would turn his head back to Judas and say, "It will take a while."
While Oakham is plugged into the door security system, the lights in the corridor go from bright white to like a deep red as an alarm starts to go off.
Oh.
We need to get moving, boys.
Perhaps this is my area of expertise.
I'm all ears.
Tell
Let
us
me-
what to do.
There's two options here. I take point, or I make a big-ass distraction, and you folks get out. Don't worry about me. I've been in plenty of situations like this.
We get separated. We get split apart. I don't know how they do things where you come from, but in the Guard we fight as one, so I feel like it's probably best if we stick together.
Well, I'm used to blending into a crowd, to be quite frank, but I'll take point, sure. He'd pull out iron and steel and take the hammers back on. Let's get going, boys.
Those heavy stub pistols.
Oh, those stub revolvers just click and you see the cylinders rotate.
Problem with that idea, however, is Oakham can't move at the moment while he's trying to gather information.
Do we hear footsteps of anybody coming in our direction? We might have to defend
Not
with this.
just yet. I'm gonna give Omni another roll before more PDF forces come to the corridor.
All right.
Before he makes that roll, can we set up a counteroffensive just in case?
Yeah, you can start setting up.
Yeah, I'm holding the hallway right now where the guy disappeared down. However, can I look at the weapons that the PDF had? Are there any still there?
They've all got auto guns.
all auto guns, I would
Yeah.
probably pick up one in whatever ammunition they had.
Yeah, you could probably find
I
the
want to pick up some spare ammo clips and set them down around the ground, around whatever doors enemies might come through, and I tell Corbin to target those if people come through.
what their ammo clips. Their ammo clips are like solid.
Yeah, ammo. They're auto guns.
Oh, they're they're stub rounds. So,
That would still work. He's shooting it with heat.
oh, I guess they would explode a little bit, like a fire.
Yeah. But like,
It probably wouldn't be like a crack grenade, but I mean, it would
No, yeah,
Be
fair
a good
enough. fair
distraction for sure.
probably it'd be distracting more than anything. You guys can set up Overwatch.
Okay. I'm good with
enough.
that.
And Occam's mechadendrite's still peering around that corner, so I'm watching it the whole time I'm scanning.
All right, Zeke will kind of move over by Corvin with in the hallway and kind of put himself into the corner, and he's going to reach out to try and get some with warp perception and get some unnatural senses. I'm gonna up that one actually.
The hallway goes in 2 different directions, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since those guys were reinforcing the hallway where the guy ran down, Bards is going to go and reinforce the other side.
Let's go. All right, that was at psi rating 2, so I have 20 meters of unnatural senses, so long as I sustain this.
Space Jamber with a rate of 16. Oh my goodness.
wow.
Welcome
Welcome
in.
in.
Thank you, Amber. Thank you
Ooh.
so much, dude. Much
Thank
love.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Hello,
it.
hello.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So much love, dude.
So Seek, you're finding a space not overlooking one of the ways into the corridor to psychically project your senses. Ogum, you're plugged into the doorway trying to get data from it. And the rest of you are going to either one end or the other of the corridor to kind of set up Overwatch positions. Is that right?
So I
Sounds good.
was imagining that I was holding the doorway, basically, that I threw a las gun at the one that they were stacking up against, and I was going to start there and probably fall back further into the room if we have to.
So you're pretty much next to where Oakum is, plugged into
Yeah.
the.
Yeah,
with
I'm
your-
I'm trying to cover him with my body as well, if
Um,
possible.
I'm kind of just like stepping like just out or as much as I can, so I can get my unnatural senses as out of this room as I can, and then easily enough step back in.
Yep. So far as you're at one end of the corridor, and Judas, you're at the other end of the corridor. Okay.
Sorry, I was listening. Yes, I forgot to say
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So Oakum, if you give me another tech use roll.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make doubly sure I got this right. Something feels like it's off. Our is let's see, so servo skull plus 10. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Because normally I'm not missing. Okay. Hang on. That changes some things. I just want to make sure that I got that right. So that's a monotask servitor plus the Serpentis array, which also gives me a couple perks. Okay. I think I figured out what's going on. Alrighty. I should be good. Let's do this. Okay, so another plus 10. Here we go.
You got this.
You got this.
I better. If not, he's just gonna be like, well, whatever, man. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Plus 10. Come on, buddy. There we go.
Success, bud.
That's a little more like it. Yep. Another success. Cha-ching.
Yeah, you eventually get into the sort of servers for the fella. You start downloading schematics for the ground floor of the building, which is where you're currently on. You've not got a full picture of the whole ground floor yet. You still need to get me another few successes before you have the full picture. But you do know that there are you do have an idea of which sort of direction the security here are likely to come from, which means you can direct your companions to take up better position.
All right. So which direction are they going to be coming from, most likely?
Not the same direction that the lone survivor of the massacre in this corridor went.
All right.
This guy's direction.
Yep. So knowing that, Oakham, as he's still loading, is going to cock his head up, and then sort of like while one of the mechadendroids on his back is plugged into the wall, along with the little servo drone Helpy over his shoulder, doing its thing. He's going to ratchet his arm and point directly into, I believe it's Corvin who's in front of me, correct?
Yep.
Literally, his hands are just going to ratchet directly into your face, like an inch away. It's like point at you, and without saying anything, then just point elsewhere. And as he does, his optical mechadendroid's going to take a brief moment, turn, and point like a little pointer laser, like a little stab light there, and just be like, you, there. And then immediately begin doing that the same thing to everyone else, or just like redirecting people until basically we have the inverse, with one person watching where that guy went away, and the other is watching the other accord.
Fields of overlapping fire.
Pretty much.
Like a reflex muscle, like he immediately flips him around to where you point and just takes up position without question.
Zeke will kind of like keep a hand up by his forehead, one eye closed, and as you kind of direct him, he'll move, but just taking his steps slow.
Vars completely ignores you.
Oh, he didn't even point at you. You're fine where you are, buddy.
Good, because he ain't taking no orders from no Castellan robot.
Oh boy, say that to his face again.
Okay, sorry.
He actually wouldn't mind that. He'd probably find that he actually would. I think he'd actually appreciate that one.
In 8th edition he wouldn't, but in 9th he would.
Oh, yeah. Also, he's technically not from this time period, so I don't think he has much care.
7th edition. So, yeah.
I think he's like 1st edition. Anyway, so yeah, that's all he does at the moment. Also, before he as he's still accessing, he's going to take one of his manipulators. Is there an auto gun nearby that he can reach?
Yeah.
He's going to snake one of his serpent-like mechadendrites over, lift up the auto rifle, and pull it closer, and just sort of as he's accessing the system, just check it, reload it, and ensure it's still in serviceable, and hold it up so that if he needs to, he can just bring his hand up, grab it, and then point and fire it. So he's basically using his manipulator mechadendrite like a gun rack to hold it right next to him. He is trained in physical ballistics weapons, so it should work. Solid projectiles.
So is Vars, as you've seen.
Yeah, I just prefer to smash things, but this is better than nothing.
Hey, that's smashing things, just more precise.
I'm smashing things at a distance with a bullet.
You're going to be.
If you say smashing things, he's going to throw the damn thing into someone's skull with his arm. So.
Doesn't even shoot the guy, just throws it.
If you're going to be shooting, you're going to be taking penalties on the tech use roll because your concentration is going to be split a bit too many times.
He's not shooting yet. He's just having it there just in case he does need to pause and open fire to contribute to the fire team.
Yep.
Damn robots.
Corvin would be like, if you're done, can't we be moving now?
I'm not yet. Still loading. This is a dense file.
Oh.
Right, okay. Well, while you're doing that, whatever it is you're doing, I'm going to start heading down the hallway, see if I can't get the jump on him.
Good luck.
Do you see anything in there about, I don't know, logs about when things might have changed? Evidence we might be able to bring to our superior?
Oakham pauses and turns to the GM. Is there something I can peruse? As I'm going through this data, can I keep an eye out for that kind of thing, or does that split my attention? Would it just be better to download the data and search it over later?
You'd be better probably downloading the data and searching it over later
Okay.
on.
He turns his eyes over to you, and you can see like the normally bright red optics that he has are kind of like flickering with green occasionally, like a loading screen almost. As he speaks, his voice is a little more halting than usual. Sort of says, "I can save the data. It will just take a while. We'll have to assess it later. Too much to do."
You're doing the Emperor's work, Tech Priest. Omnisaya be praised. And I smile at him behind my mask. Kind of pat him on the shoulder. Before
I'm
walking back
gonna-
over to my spot.
Make a stealth check. I'm gonna move heel to toe slowly down this hallway.
Oakham nods at the Emperor's bit. You can see he visibly stiffens at the mention of the Omnisaya.
The
As far
toaster
as
god
Judas
of Mars.
knows,
Yeah.
right. As far as Judas knows, you think that, or your kind think that the Omnisaya and the Emperor are the same person.
Oh yeah, no, he's well he's well and truly understanding that this was nothing but complimentary, but there's like a part of him just sort of like bang, right, gotcha. Gonna need therapy for that one.
Goodbye, everyone. We'll see you all in Omnitherapy.
That's
Okay,
what it's
I'm
called when I just go to therapy. It's just me going to therapy.
I'm splitting the party. Typical rogue behavior. I'm gonna go a little bit ahead, see if I can't get the drop on some of these guys and start unloading on them.
Typical rouge
Yes.
behavior.
It's literally pretty sparse corridors with just that red light and the alarm going off. But you can approach the furthest door in the corridor you can hear, and the door eventually slides open. The PDF forces on the other side of the door are not aware of you.
They're not ready. They're not ready for this cowboy action.
Uh,
Gonna bust in there. Right, they changed his name, but High Noon. High Noon.
What's his name? Not
Matthew
Butch
Mercer.
Cassidy.
Cassidy.
It's Cassidy, yeah.
Yeah.
They changed McCree's name to Cassidy.
Yeah, 'cause
because
the guy was a
McCree
bitch.
was he was one of those guys in Blizzard. That was a
You can
Predator.
find out more about that extremely controversial and strugglingly difficult topic on the internet.
yeah.
but
Look
it's
up
not
Overwatch
pleasant.
inflation. You'll find a lot of stuff about it.
Rule
anyway,
34 Overwatch inflation for more information.
Maybe
Okay,
don't look
so-
that up.
Far's gonna get the drop on. Do I get any bonuses to my shots for
Um,
getting the drop on them? I don't know if there's
so-
a stealth bonus.
What happens is there's a surprise round. So everyone that's going to be involved in combat will roll their initiative. But essentially, you get one free round before combat.
So should we re-roll initiative? Are you
Yes.
shooting a big group of people?
Yes, please reroll that.
Everybody?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, let's get going. Woo!
So, what kind of action is a move action? Is that just the half action?
Half or full? Yeah, there's So like if you do your half move, you'll see what it is for half. Full move is 4, and then I believe there's a running action that you can do.
Okay, my half move is 2, and that's all I really need to do because I'm getting the drop on them anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that half movement to sort of get behind. Let me roll initiative first. and then
Yeah,
I'll
that's
take
it.
on my turn.
Run. There's also run. Move 6 times the agility bonus. Enemies get -20 ballistic skill, but +20 weapon skill to hit you until their next turn.
Okay. What I'm gonna do with my movement, Andy, since I have the surprise round, so I just get to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm gonna do with my movement, my 2 movement, I'm gonna walk up to these guys since they don't see me yet. I'm just gonna walk up to them, and the first thing they're gonna see are 2 guns, just sort of like peeking around the corner, and I'm gonna shoot both of them or 2 of them point blank. Since I get to make a pistol attack as a free part of a move action. I thought I could make 3 attacks. I don't know why I thought that. Let me see. Maybe something. Okay. Let me think. No, I could technically make 4 attacks. I just make it with a penalty. I believe.
A non-surprised attacker receives a +30 bonus to weapon skill or ballistic skills against a surprise target.
Oh, oh, oh.
So that's a plus 70. Plus point
Spicy
blank
meat.
is plus 30 or plus 20,
Yeah.
right? Plus 30.
Yeah.
We're just gonna
Plus
hear
10 for standard attack.
Yep.
That's
Okay,
plus 70.
so
Yep.
this is a bit weird. I don't know how these rules interact, but I'm gonna ask you since you're the GM, and Games Workshop is really good at letting the players decide how the rules are gonna be. It says I can make a pistol attack, a free standard pistol attack as a part of my move action. Could I use my 2 weapon wielder and make 2 attacks? Because I'm using 2 pistols.
I'm gonna say only 1 pistol with the move action.
That's fine, because and then I'm gonna make 2 attacks because I'm gonna do the dual wielding thing afterwards. So this is just part of the free action. So this has no aim. I have point blank. Let's see. This will be standard, and then I get a plus 30 mod to hit because of the stealth.
Yeah, because they're surprised.
Well, I just
There you go,
barely did it.
I didn't even
Target
say
Hey, dog, you
108.
stacked that
I
last one
couldn't
on there.
fail. I literally could not fail that. Okay, so we'll roll damage. 12. Pen 3.
Okay, first guy through the door.
That's
Not quite.
Oh my goodness, no!
I'm going to.
He-
I will.
What's the 39 hit? Is that like the arm, shoulder area?
I think that's still a torso.
I think that's still torso is like really wide.
Yeah.
For the 2.
So yeah, you shoot this guy in the chest, and that armor is taking a bit of a beating. And you can see the shock on his face. He's still standing.
It's a cowboy.
Oh no!
Oh no, that heavily armored cowboy just shot me.
Anything but
What is this, Fallout?
Yeehaw.
Help,
I'm gonna play some
I'm
Marty
shot.
Robbins.
Yep, so that's your move shot.
Mhm. Okay, so
That's
this is
your
my
move
other half
shot.
shot. This is going to be with a minus 20 penalty, but it's point blank standard.
Plus
And then I-
15, oh yeah.
So it just
So,
counters it out, and I still get a plus 10 from the stealth. And I'm gonna make 2 of these.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'll make the other one while I'm at it. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna see if this kills him, and then I'll make the other one.
That's
This will
smart.
probably kill. This will probably kill.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's another
yeah.
12
Wow.
damage.
Blam, blam!
Finally, it started blasting.
The first
This is
shot,
the actual me.
as you're sort of running out from the side of the door, you shoot him in the chest, and it like hits solidly in that front flak armor. You see it crack and splinter, and then you place another round, pretty much in the exact same spot, and just blow a hole right out the back of the guy's chest.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just Robin Hood him and just exit wound massive. Okay, so whoever the next poor sucker is, I'm gonna go ahead and blast him to 1.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Literally,
Well, that's where
we
all our
just
ones are
hear,
going.
we just
I'm a
hear, I'm
fucking
gonna go
killer.
see if I can get the break on him.
I get the drop on him.
Annihilates all of them. Comes back. Hey guys, there's nobody coming.
Be careful, boys.
We'll go get the break on him.
8
Don't think you found
degrees
them.
of success.
So,
Bro, if that was an accurate weapon, you'd have 4 additional D10.
okay, that hits him in the head.
That's a good shot.
Oh,
So let's roll damage here, and I can replace.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
my god, I rolled
baby!
max damage.
Oh,
We're on a streak
Check
today,
for
boys.
Righteous Fury.
So with Righteous Fury, I believe you roll the damage again.
I believe so.
I'm gonna quick double check that, but
I'm double checking right now. That's insane.
Fury,
Oh.
uh,
Oh, I love these crunchy rules, man.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, Righteous Fury is on 227, so let me pull that up real quick.
Good call out on me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
the
I
best
saw
part is
it.
it actually tells you when you need to check for it, too.
Yeah, that's really.
Oh, I didn't see that because my
Okay,
thing's all
so a particularly bloody and spectacular hit might be inflicted when a result of 10 or knurling okay, blah blah blah. If the hit dealt damage before being reduced by armor and toughness, then the hit becomes more severe. The attacker then rolls 1d5 and consults the critical effects table.
Yeah. So,
Around on this page.
okay, so critical. You've hit him in the head. So give me a D5 roll.
You gonna open a demon gate or something by killing him? No, you're not a psyker. It's okay.
Oh, did my audio just cut? I think it did. Fuck.
It's a solid projectile weapon to the head.
Okay, hold on. Let me join Discord on my phone so we can do this, and then I'll restart my computer.
It's an impact weapon, I think. Yeah.
All right, critical damage.
Head.
And this is a traditional like kinetic weapon, I believe.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Let's see. So there's a crit table that says later on. Where is the crit table, though?
Oh, it's on page 240. It's on page 241 and earlier. I'm going back to see if I can find it. What's the what type of weapon is that precisely? Is the stub revolver? Oh, it's impact. Okay, so impact head is on. All right, I'm looking at it. Okay, so you're looking at, dude, with this thing. Halt. Thank you. Okay.
I've got it pulled up as well, so it looks like you need to roll it.
Yeah, roll d10.
Okay.
No, it goes off the damage that you dealt, I believe.
Does it?
As above, except the attack was so powerful that it passes through the target and strikes another. Okay, so the target's head bursts like an overripe fruit and sprays blood, bone, and brains in all direction. Each target within 4 meters of the deceased must make a challenging +0 agility test or suffer a -10 penalty to his weapons skill and ballistic skill tests on his next turn as gore gets in his eyes or obscures his visor. A 10 plus is as above, except the attack was so powerful that it passes through the target and striking another target nearby. If the hit was from a melee weapon, which it was not, then it's not important. If it was from a ranged weapon, then you may immediately make another attack with the same weapon against any target standing directly behind the original target and within range of the weapon. So he gets hit by the carryover damage from you killing him, if there is any. Oh no, it was so powerful that it passes through and strikes another one nearby. So you just make another ranged weapon attack, that's what it sounds like. And you see if that it's the same round. You're not using another ammo, but it's if the same bullet hits somebody behind him.
You pushed the bullet so hard it killed the next guy.
So the critical damage is normally incurred if a character takes damage that exceeds his wounds. But in the case of getting a Righteous Fury, you roll a d5 and compare it to the critical table. So give me a d5 roll and we'll see what that gives you for a headshot with an impact weapon.
I'm sorry.
Got it,
so 2. He caused the target's sight to blur and his head to spin. Target suffers a -10 penalty to perception and intelligence test for 1d5 rounds.
Still cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Did he? I'm assuming he has armor on his head.
They're not actually wearing helmets, no.
Oh, good. So I just blow his head clean off anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, you've blown the guy's head off. But yep, right
Nice.
for the eye.
Nice.
So that was the first 2 planetary defense that's done. Have you guys all rerolled your initiative?
Yeah.
I did and got the same thing I had last time.
Yes.
Okay, well I killed 2 of them, boys.
Hell yeah.
2 kills, 1 bullet.
I'm gonna restart my computer. So I can have one.
Okay. Would now actually be a good time for us to go to break, Andy?
Yeah, I'll put the initiative in for these guys, and then we can go for a break.
Alright. That's good. That was fucking really crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Rolling 2 1s in the same thing. I had that NPC energy going on right now.
Oh shit. Well, that's a thing.
So I realized that I have a pretty me and the other Imperial Guardsman who's named Judas, I cannot remember for whatever reason.
Okay.
Judas have a really cool ability that, like, if we attack anybody that you guys have attacked, we can re-roll our damage if it's a 1 or a 2.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's why I'm probably just going to be finishing off everybody's kills.
I'm gonna get my side rating up so Mike can hit multiple times based on degrees of success.
Derek, are we supposed to be on break?
I was waiting for Andy to tell us. He said he was going to put
Yeah,
in the initiative, and then we can go on break.
Yeah, the initiative then, so yeah, we can go on.
Okay, so don't go anywhere, anybody. We're going to take a quick, short break, and we will be back with more Dark Heresy Path of Contrition. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Thank y'all so much for waiting. We sure do appreciate it. Andy, what's happening?
Yeah, welcome back. We just had some bloodshed. Bars are resident Adeptus Arbitrator? Arbitrator, I think is the name that we tend to go by. Adeptus
Arbites.
Arbites, yeah. But I'm an
I said
arbitrator.
that like with a full Latin accent. What the fuck am I? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
like
Arbitrator.
Arbites, I said. Like fucking like I'm
Just
straight out of Greece, dude.
Your resident cowboy lawman. Baba, finger guns.
yeah, just like blew a hole for some guy's chest and then blew another guy's head clean off his body. Before they
Bars
could
is just
even-
reaching in there, just like Bars is a really cool collected cucumber. He just reaches in calmly, and then he goes while they're all panicked.
But yeah, we're about to get into our second combat. Like the first two sessions of Dark Heresy were fairly light on the combat. Now things are ramping up that little bit. So yeah, we are. The doors have opened. You've just blew two guys pieces. A PDF officer, presumably by the better quality armor that they are wearing, and the fact that they're actually wearing a helmet, does come through the door behind them. He has.
What am I supposed to do now?
He has an auto pistol in one hand and a sword in the other.
Uh-oh.
And so he is going to use one of his half actions to shoot you with the pistol. Pretty much the point blank range. Plus 30, it's doing a standard attack. Plus 10. Okay. Nice. And fourth skill. Okay, yep, that's a hit.
Nice.
And it's the
Not dodging this one. Waiting for
Oh
that
no,
sword.
is that the first hit of the game?
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna kill me outright. Just watch.
Oh man.
Oh, how bad would that be?
Through 5 armor? Yeah, that'd be really upsetting.
Like, all right. So anyways, I just started blasting. We went on break. So anyways,
It's,
they started blasting.
It's a torso shot. Yeah.
Righteous Furies you.
D10.
Don't put that evil on me.
Yeah, Keel, you
Remember
can't
what
say things like
halftime-
that, dude. You
You
can't
keep
do it.
saying things
What
like that
happened
is the
last
problem
time?
that concerns me.
The things I say go into existence immediately.
You're just like a fucking conduit of chaos magic walking around this plane like a regular.
And you're not playing the Psyker. Play the Psyker next time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Corbin is the real chaos god.
He totally jinxed it. I did
Oh,
get a 10.
fucking
It's
god.
a Righteous Fury. It's going to be 12 damage minus your armor and toughness, so it's not going to be too bad.
Carl, you bastard!
You need to... Carl, get some help.
Carl.
Oh, that's
What's
Uh,
Calling him
up
every
is-
derivative of a kid.
So after I take all of your soak off, you're going to be at 5 damage.
You said how much damage was it?
12 in total, but you subtract your armor and your toughness mod bonus, which is the first
so that'd be-
number. Yeah, 3.
So that'd be 3 and then 5, so 8 minus that. So I'd be at 5.
Yep, 5. But it is a as I said, Righteous Fury hit. It is an impact weapon against your torso, so let me bring up that critical hit tail.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Body. Okay, roll a d5.
Don't die.
Stop saying things.
I got a 5.
Oh no, that doesn't
A solid blow pulverizes the target's innards. He momentarily doubles over in pain, clutching himself and crying in agony.
Jesus.
So are we
The-
listening to Mars like screaming in agony in the box, or does that not happen?
The target is stunned for 2 rounds and must make
Oh.
a challenging toughness test or suffer 1d5 levels of fatigue.
Holy fucking sh! I just got it.
You just proved why we don't split the party.
So yeah,
I
Give
didn't
me-
expect to get critted.
Yeah.
On the first
give
shot.
me a toughness roll.
Oh fuck!
I was waiting on the shoe to drop after you did so well, to be honest with you, and now here we are.
And now I'm gonna go like a 90. Oh.
Ah, I got that thing. That
D5. Okay. 3 levels of fatigue.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Well, good to have victory.
So
Mars gonna play dead. I think that's his best option here.
No shame. No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
It's about surviving, man.
Just
So-
double over, just fall.
This stream is sponsored by Possum. Play Possum.
So, how fatigue works? Okay, so it says here, not all injuries in Dark Heresy are lethal. Exhaustion, combat trauma, or swapping licks with bare fists can all leave a character battered, but no more or less intact. So it's like non-lethal damage, but it can have a major impact on you. Anytime character gains or loses a level in fatigue, he compares his new fatigue level to his characteristic bonuses. Any characteristic with a bonus lower than the character's current fatigue level becomes fatigued. Fatigue characteristics affect the character in different ways depending on if the game is currently in narrative time or structured time. So structured time is the combat. The fatigue characteristic counts as half of its normal value.
Oh
rather.
no.
When the character wishes to perform an action that includes a test that calls for that characteristic or any other characteristic, you treat it as half. In narrative time, anytime a character performs a task that includes a test of the fatigue characteristic, the task takes twice as long as it would normally do. So you're lucky you're not trying to hack that thing at the moment. You have a fatigue threshold that is equal to the combined toughness and willpower bonus. If you exceed that threshold, your character will pass out unconscious. For
Well, I have
10
5, so I'm left with 2. So, what does that mean exactly?
I am so sorry, Mars.
Jesus, Zeke.
So
7 fatigue threshold. Jesus.
let me just open up character sheet. So you've got 3 levels of fatigue at the minute. It means your weapon skill, your willpower, and your fellowship are all treated as half at the moment.
Big ol' oof.
You see what you did? You see what you did?
What did you do, Kyle?
Well, I took 2 of them out. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not like I did nothing.
How I figured that out is they all have a bonus, which is that first number that is less than the amount of fatigue that you've got. Yeah, so if you took another point of fatigue that bumped you to 4, for example, any of your stats that have a 30 in them would be halved.
So just anything with a 20 in it is halved right now.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Okay, good. I don't use anything with those. I don't
And
really do
you're-
anything with any of those.
You're stunned for 2 turns.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
well, I'm playing dead. I think that is my best bet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little.
You should have dodged.
I'm gonna put 2
I should have.
little-
You know, I still have a dodge up and I didn't use it.
I'm going to put 2 little color counters on there just to show that you're stunned for 2 rounds. This guy isn't even finished.
Oh no.
I'm dead. Don't worry about me. I'm dead. I'm
That-
just
that was-
gone.
Still got a
That was-
sword, y'all.
That was only a half action.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, each attack is a half action.
Here comes the melee.
Oh,
Oh.
Chaos loves melee.
oh.
He is gonna swing with that sword for the next action.
You
He's
don't
not as
gotta
good.
do
He's not as good with it as he is with his ballistic skill, but
that. So if I'm stunned, that means I can't do anything at all.
yep, you can't take reactions or anything.
Damn it.
So he's hit you, but not with any greater degrees of success. And it is a sword.
You rolled a 29 on initiative? What the f-
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that's what he
Yeah.
meant earlier when he said, "Well, I guess there's that."
Yeah.
I was waiting for that to come up. That makes sense now.
Oh, fuck
Yup.
me.
Okay.
He just did. Would you like him to do it again?
No.
Well, I can't roll above a 10 for initiative, so.
It's okay. So
Damn.
you can, if you roll a 10 on your D10, it'll explode.
It goes.
So that's 8 damage minus your armor and toughness.
Actually, wouldn't do that much at all.
Yeah.
Let me double check here.
I think it might
oh,
even cancel out.
Yeah, it actually cancels out. Doesn't do
Yeah,
anything to him.
So yeah, like it kind of clubs you with the sword. Your armor takes the brunt of it.
That's good.
Yeah, Bard's gonna like stumble up against the wall and like throw his hands up like all dramatic, like when somebody gets shot in a western and he's just gonna slide down like, oh, I'm out.
Yeah.
You got me.
Oh, you got me, partner.
Do you say that over the voice comm? The bead?
I'm just like, oh, you got me. Have mercy.
Well, I assume we also hear.
Yeah, you heard of like a series of gunshots.
There was gunfire through that.
Literally here.
You would have heard the 3 distinct heavy stubber shots, followed by the more high pitched lighter auto pistol.
Aurelian, come in.
Yep,
That
do
auto-
this year.
You up, bro.
Oh
Let's
no,
go.
he didn't
Lieutenant,
answer.
Wait, I'm stunned. I can't answer, right? Like, or could I? Is that considered roleplay?
Let's go, Lieutenant, for the Emperor.
I think we're supposed to stay here.
Probably hear Bars,
Oh,
probably hear him coughing and spluttering from being wounded from the chest shot.
That was a good one. I can
Then
go
it's my turn, I suppose. I'm going to. Is the door open from where he went through it still?
Yep.
I am going to charge through the door and give this guy my sword.
Wait, no, sword.
I'm going to actually charge though. That's an action.
Yeah, you're gonna charge the
Oh.
guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the old charge. That allows me to
Move
move up to
action.
3 times my agility in a straight line, plus 20 to my weapon skill.
Yep.
You gotta roll 2d6 to see if you cover the distance, and Andy, if he wants to spend a CP, you can roll a 6 up for another one.
Right. He's
I
gonna
understood
roll
that reference. Thank you.
I activate my targeting acquiring sensors. It allows me to without CP. Your move, Mr. Bond.
It's not propagating my weapon skill.
all right.
I'm playing Talsept, and
Oh, it's in the middle, and I had a bunch of stuff over it. That's because I have the pop-out window going.
I give in to my it desires of excess. Roll through the door. Close the door, guys.
Okay, so it's gonna be a pain in the ass about this, I guess. So it's plus 20. That is, success, I would say.
My God.
yeah.
My guy.
So let me double check something.
Is it just like a regular sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Nice.
It's balanced. It gives you a bonus to parry. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you've hit. which means if your damage roll isn't great, you can replace it with that 6, which is handy.
I will do so.
Rip and tear until it is
So,
not.
for melee weapons, you roll whatever the die type is, and you add your strength bonus.
My strength bonus is 2. So I deal 7 or 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. He is gonna mitigate some of that with his armor, but
He's
that's
now
because-
engaged.
Oh,
and it's a head hit as well.
can't fall
Oh,
back.
it's a head hit?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
sick.
critical, but that's where it's landed on the body.
Yeah, so I assume the worst immediately, and like I just like instantly my instinct kicks in, and I just charge down, like letting my for the Emperor, and just take a big old swing at this guy's head, which I guess he like backs out of, but I like still graze him hard enough to deal damage.
Like, it probably clips like part of the helmet, but it's enough that the tip of the blade probably cuts across and leaves a pretty decent gash across the guy's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a full action charge. Bars, you stun, slowly trying to get your breath back.
Yeah, but for my turn, I'd like to. I'll pass. No, he's actually trying not to make any noise. He's just gonna like sit against the wall, like I'm just winded. I'll get back up in a second. Just give me 1 second.
At least the good news is you're technically not considered helpless or unaware, so it's not
Yeah,
like enemies
no,
auto
not.
crit you or anything.
That
You're
being
just
said, skill test
They
against
get
crap
the
kicked out of you.
What they
skill
do
test
is
against 1 plus 20.
The CEO, who's currently now engaged with Judas, like, as the next PDF trooper comes through the door, tells him to, you know, deal with the rest of them. So the PDF officer will go like right past Judas, a bit closer to where the rest of the companions are, and with the auto gun, he is going to open up on Corbin. See that lad's rifle, the sniper rifle, aiming down the corridor.
So I was in the doorway, frame of the doorway. Can I be considered to have some sort of cover?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, so this guy's going to shoot at you.
Long lad.
I don't know why that made me laugh.
I'm a dipshit and I say random things.
If I wanted to like evade, would I tell you now, or
Yes.
can I try to evade this attack?
Yep, you can give me a dodge roll.
Right. What is a dodge roll? I'm dumb.
It's one of your.
Oh, it's an actual thing I'm
Yeah,
about.
actually just make a
It's
check.
time for agility.
Do I have any modifier because of the cover?
The cover, I think, gives you
Oh.
bonuses to your.
Let me see if I can find some cover rules.
Corbin is-
AC.
Oh, Corbin is legit the glass cannon.
It gives you extra AP. So if you do get hit, you'll be reducing the damage.
Okay.
The wall is probably going to give you an
I
extra.
failed the dodge roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
For dodging, it's an opposed roll, and you would have had to beat his roll, which is 11.
Ooh, I'm getting hit.
You're getting hit in the dome piece.
It's a good thing I got a helmet on.
Corbin, do a barrel roll.
I
Fail.
tried.
Good thing I got a helmet on. Just gets his entire head just like turned into a splat.
Hard barrel roll. They're like,
So the auto gun firing at you, semi auto burst. That is going to be. He isn't in like point blank range or anything like that, at least.
I have flak armor on, so I have 4 on the head.
So for every 2 additional degrees of success, he gets an extra hit. So he's hit you twice. He's hit you with 2 rounds out of the
Oof.
10 that he's fired out of there. No, it's a short burst, so it'll be 3 that he's fired out. So first damage from the first shot, 5, 6, and 8, minus whatever your armor plus your toughness bonuses.
So toughness bonus is what exactly?
The first number of your toughness trait.
Oh, it's the 3 plus 4 is 7.
Okay, so that's only 1 point of damage. And then the second one is going to do no damage. It's going to glance off your helmet.
Nice.
Yeah, so you literally see like Corbin aiming down the hallway, start to move, and his head just doosh as he gets back around the corner.
Oh, the cover from the
armor from the
wall.
cover
Actually,
window.
you're not taking any damage. Like,
Yes.
Oh, nice, dude.
one almost hits you in the head, and the other one's a few inches away from it as it sort of fires into the door.
Yeah, he's like against the frame, like.
Oakham, those 3 autogun rounds just barely miss you as well as.
He just sort of like blinks slowly, and his optics turn down the hallway.
Okay, Ezekiel.
All right. Hey, Oakham, where did you direct me into the room? So I know where I am at this point. How far am I from the door?
Did you say how to direct you to the roof?
Where did you direct me in the room?
Oh, so you were directed to offer fire support to them. So basically, you're all looking the right direction, pretty much. There's only one person who wasn't, and that was Derek, who has charged down that hallway and is now in the right direction. So
I gotta save the home.
So I only have to do like a half move where is my line of fire onto our guys, and that's in case they inward.
Oh, I hear robot talk.
Yeah, you sound like a robot. I don't know what you were saying.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you can repeat that.
You said I'm covering fire for them, so I'm covered in case they get in, or am I actually over by the doorway?
You're not by the doorway.
Yeah, you're by the doorway.
All right. Since I got handed one of them auto guns, I'm gonna lean out of the doorway. I'm gonna use a half action to aim it, and then I will do a semi-auto burst.
Go.
Sorry.
The guy that just took shots at Corvin.
Oh, this actually does bring up a question though, GM. What is the penalty for using a weapon you're not trained in?
Oh, that is
Because the autogun is not a low-tech weapon.
yeah,
Also, second question, how much ammunition did we find when we picked these guns up?
for the autoguns, each PDF trooper had an extra clip on them.
Okay. So, Austin, when I handed you one, I would have given you 2 clips, which are 30-round clips each.
All right. Considering actually I forgot to add the ranged weapon to it. I'm gonna change that to my pistol and then add it over the course of the rest of the combat real quick, and then do it in the next one, if that's okay with the GM.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Aim gives me half aim gives me +10, correct?
Yep.
And then he was short range.
Yeah.
Semi-auto. No modifier.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, so 2
Solid.
hits.
2 hits, yeah.
Righteous Fury first shot.
Let's go, dude.
Sick.
Let's fucking go.
There's no pen on the las pistol. That's good. It's gonna reduce that by 4. Okay, but you've scored a Righteous Fury, so roll me a D5, and then the 32, that is a body shot, but energy whip.
5, 5, 5, 5.
Set him on fire. Set him on fire.
I did a
set 'em on
D10
fire.
because it says roll a D10. 9 and 10 would be that, so I got 9.
That's a 5.
That
5.
would be a
Hell yeah.
The fury of the attack forces the target to the ground, helplessly covering his face, keening in agony. Target is not prone, must make a challenging agility test or catch fire.
Yo! I told you. Come on, come on, come on.
set him ablaze.
Target must also make a challenging toughness test or be stunned for 1 round. Okay, so agility roll first.
The Emperor provides.
What was that voice?
Salt Spire.
Yep.
It's my
Yep.
Victor Saltzpire voice.
So he's failed his agility test.
So
Nice.
he's stunned and fired.
He's gonna do the toughness test now, right?
And he's failed his toughness test.
Oh, he's
My
cooking.
hands on fire.
He's stunned for 1 round and he is on fire.
And then let's put him out of his misery because
Boom.
I got 2 hits.
Wow.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Andy. Yep.
Just as the first shot is about to catch fire, the second round hits and just finishes the job off. The guy sort of collapses to the ground. You see the uniform starting to slowly ignite from the energy of the lad's piston.
Hell yeah.
Zeke will just kind of lean back in, pull his arm out from the thing, and just kind of give a thumbs up to Corvin, who's just kind of sitting there staring at the bullet hole in the wall. Woo! Didn't get shot.
Nice shot.
Yeah. The 2 remaining planetary defense guys are actually, Corvin, what is your agility?
Spontaneously.
My agility is 38.
Yeah, these 2 are going before you.
You guys seen that?
Damn it.
They, again, following their commanding officer's orders, they go past the sword fight that's presumably at the start. And yeah, they're opening auto guns. One again on Corvin, the other one this time on Seek. So I'll do the shots on Corvin first. Move for a half action and semi-automatic burst with the second one.
At least I didn't get to aim.
Yeah, so first one on
Big
Corvin
shot at Zeke.
is a miss,
Yes, it missed.
and the one on Seek is a miss.
Yes, I missed.
There are auto gun rounds flying everywhere down this corridor. Corvin?
Right. Could you, DM, set up the scene for me a little bit as Corvin, comes around the corner of this doorway into the hallway?
Yeah, so you can see that the first guy who tried to shoot you has been taken out by Ezekiel with his las pistol. So his body's sort of lying on the ground, slowly starting to ignite. These 2 other Planet PDF guys have came down. They're kind of hugging the wall. One of them closer to your side of the wall is the one that's aiming at Seek, and the one on the opposite wall is the one that's got a clearer shot on you. But both of them are just kind of filling the holes with slugs at the minute.
I will come around the around the corner with an auto gun, and using full action, I will suppressing fire down the corridor.
Nice.
Cool.
So I'm firing in a full auto, which is a 45-degree arc. So I need to know also, DM, how much is the penalty to using a weapon you're not trained in?
Minus 20.
Oof.
Yeah, it's pretty significant. So... No, go ahead. I'll do it on my turn.
I'm gonna do it regardless.
Give it to him.
Alright.
All you need to do is succeed, and then I have to take a pinning check.
What would the range be considered? Short range or point blank?
Short range for the guys that you're trying to stop. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh no.
The target was 1. Oh,
Damn.
no.
Hey, you know what, man? Don't even feel bad about that one, okay? That
Yeah,
was
you
on the
can't feel
dice.
bad about that one. You had a 1 in 100 chance to get the.
Yeah, you're not used to the kickback of a solid projectile firearm, and you just sort of spray all along the roof and nowhere near the 2 PDF guys that are coming in the corridor.
Nice. That's my turn.
Okay, Ogum, tech use roll, or you can try and split your attention if you want.
So, do I have a line of sight down the corridor here?
Yeah, like the guys who are shooting at your companions aren't even that far away from you.
Shit. Alright, So Oakham would very quickly ping Judas and ask, Judas, priority information or priority survive teammates? Literally survive, teammates.
I momentarily, like, probably in the midst of, like, a sword clash with this guy where we're both, like, trying to shunt one another, I look to Aurelian, like, kind of half slumped down the wall, and I go, information.
Honestly, I can't blame him. Mars wouldn't save himself either.
Oakham would just blink once, affirmative, and resume scanning. So I'm just letting you guys know there is an option thing I can do, but if I do it, it's gonna be a full action. So hopefully we get this tech use thing done sooner rather than later. I can do suppressive fire with this gun, and that basically has a chance of pinning all these idiots, so you guys can withdraw and maybe not, you know, get curb stomped. Just a thought. But for the moment, that would be a full action, so I wouldn't even get to do a tech use.
You would have significant minuses to it as well. Are you trained with an autogun?
I am trained with solid projectile weapons like the autogun. So yes, I'm fine. I actually wouldn't be too bad at it. The biggest issue would be that I don't have great ballistic skill in the first place. But the whole point of this is I'm not aiming to hit. I'm aiming to make them take tests for pinning.
Yeah.
So it's less shooting to do damage and more shooting to make sure they don't do anything to you.
Well, I still think you need to hit for the suppressing fire to work.
It's just the same as if you're making an attack roll.
Yeah, you need the successful roll and then they take pinning checks. But if it's a full auto burst, they're at -10 to the pinning check.
Right. Let's see. Either way, so we are going to do the thing. Let me just very quickly press the tech use button. Add +10. Do thing. Beep boop beep.
Oh fuck!
I would.
It's because everyone keeps getting all these damn ones. I'm gonna use one of my fate points for this.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's not fate. It's tech manipulation.
Let's see, that's +10. Jesus Christ! What is this? I have literally not rolled under 70 this entire game so far. I'm not burning any more fate points on this. You all, good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm over here arguing with this stupid computer. If it gets any worse, Oakham's literally gonna tear the console out of the wall and start shooting things.
Ogum's the kind of person that's typing with like one finger. They're like, do you like the hunt and peck kind of typing method?
Like,
Hey, man.
Oakham is literally that guy in the GIF smashing his computer with a keyboard. He's not this kind of tech priest.
It was either that or I was gonna say, what about the guy from Parks and Rec when he's just staring at the computer, then walks it out to the freaking
Yes,
trash?
yeah. That's fair. That's very fair. That's also a good comparison.
Yeah, you're all the shooting. You've got your companions there trying to use auto guns that they're not trained how to use.
Give me another turn and I'll be up.
Bullets flying everywhere. It's a stressful situation to be in, even for someone mostly made of cybernetic.
Well,
You're like a satellite in space trying not to get hit
Did
by
me
a
and you just
miniature
send
asteroid.
20 bullets down the hallway and not hit a single target?
well, that was a full action, I believe. So that's all I have, guys. I don't have anything else I can do.
Oh no.
It's okay.
This is why I asked about suppressive fire.
Hey
Hey,
man,
man,
With
I
the
really-
same dice rolls, it would have had the same result.
I would have had 3 more dice rolls to make.
Hey,
I
at least you're not so grading on the tech you sing didn't have a god talk in your head. The silver linings of things.
This is why technology is better than the. Anyway,
Technology greater than religion.
I mean, the web way makes it so you don't have to deal with it at all. He's got a point.
all right, Andy. I believe it's our CEO.
Yep.
Swordman.
The CEO is going to kind of take a back step, take a measure of Judas as an opponent, which I'm framing as his half aim action.
Oh.
And then I'm going.
Yep.
Oh.
And then I'm going to make a swift attack against you.
So fast.
So speed.
So graceful. I'm sure this guy doesn't worship Slaanesh.
Oh, well, Nurgle and Slaanesh are on a good day today.
I haven't seen any crab claws. Bullshit.
It means that it's an additional hit for every 2 degrees of success.
Yeah, it's a miss though.
Nice.
He
Nice.
comes lunging at you first with a stab with the sword and then takes a quick swipe, but you're quick enough to sort of be able to backstep and keep out of reach of the blade.
Let's go, Judas!
Oh,
Judas.
So, I'm down the hall and there's 2 dudes. How far away are the dudes from me that are shooting at my homies?
They are probably about maybe about 20 meters away from you.
About 20 meters away from me. That's wonderful. So I'm gonna make so I'm as I like backstep from this and he goes in with that second swipe, I do an underhanded move with my sword and just twirl it up and then just smack his sword arm away. And I'm gonna try to thrust my sword into him with a half action, just regular old weapon skill attack roll.
Yep. Standard attack. You get plus 10 to it from that.
Thank you for the hydrate, Odie.
That is a miss. Thank you, Odin.
Jesus
I'm going to
Christ.
spend a fate point on that.
Yeah.
'Cause this
Fade
is
it up,
scary,
baby.
Scary.
Everyone, the Emperor provides!
The Emperor provides.
The Emperor says to hydrate and posture check.
That's much better.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That's much better. Okay.
Yeah, thanks. Whatever your strength modifier is.
Take 8 total.
Okay, so taking a little bit more damage.
Where does that hit him?
25? Let me double check.
25 is a... Was it a headshot? No,
My
25
target
is
was
a
50. My target was 52. I got a 10.
left arm.
Left arm. Okay, it's an arm strike.
I got a 10. Is a 10 not a 0-1?
25 for the target because Andy said he flips the target.
Oh, of the target.
Or
I
no,
understand.
you got a. Oh, you got a dice roll.
Yeah,
attack. No,
yeah.
that'd be a headshot.
Yeah, that'd be a head strike. Yeah, it's another cut across the cheek on this guy.
Yeah, so I after I shunt his sword away, I just lash out with mine with a thrust. I guess stabbing into or thrusting into him, and at the same time with my other hand, I extend my hand flamer out, and I'm going to take a half action shot at these guys as well. Both of the guys over there with my flamer.
So, flamer, they need to make agility rolls.
And I am screaming Drusus as I do this.
One of them has dodged, and the other one has dodged.
Aw, son of a bitch.
23 and a 7.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, like, maybe, like, when you cut their CEO, he makes, like, a sound of pain. The two of them glance back just at the right time to see you point the flamer, and they just sort of hug the wall.
I feel the Emperor in this Chili's tonight. That's my turn.
Take one of these off of you.
Lars is stunned.
You can feel yourself starting to regain your breath.
I'm
I've had 2
standing,
turns.
I'm standing in
This'll be
front of
my
you like
second turn.
Jesus Christ himself with like fire
This is only the
coming out
second
one.
turn.
Yeah, this is the second turn of me being like nothing but stunned, so this would be clear, right? And then I'd get my next.
Oh
turn.
yeah. You get your next turn, so that's your last turn of being stunned. So yeah, you can feel yourself starting to kind of regain your breath, and yeah, your next turn you're good to go.
Mars is getting old. He just needed a minute. You know,
Zeke,
he needed to breathe it.
All right. So we got Judas. I almost always forget your name. Sorry, Judas in melee combat with the CEO right outside the doorway, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
All right. As Zeke's going to lean his himself out, and is going to but not before slinging his pistol, and he's gonna lean out and reach his hands out and attempt to cast smite at this boy.
the CEO.
Yes. I'm gonna do so at Psi rating 2.
Okay.
Hit.
Nice.
Smith.
Damn. If it only was one more degree of success, that'd be 2 hits. All right. Here is the damage. Penetration of 4.
Nice.
+2.
Plus
So 4 damage.
All goes through.
Kind of 4.
Nice.
Okay. One of it gets knocked off. Okay, still up. Yeah. Judas, you see that flash of warp lightning sort of fly past your head and like strike this guy in the chest.
Hell yeah.
You hear him sort of cry in anguish. Not pleasant being electrocuted by warp lightning.
As soon as the lightning leaves Ezekiel's hands, he's going to lean himself back over, quickly re-pull out the pistol, and swing out and take one standard shot. Don't get to aim it, so don't try and get more extra.
At the officer or at one of the...
Let's go with the CEO.
Yeah.
That would be short range, I'm correct?
Not quite. He's a good bit further away than that.
Alright, standard?
Yeah.
Alright.
For a pistol, it might even be long range where you're at.
I got 30 meters.
Yeah, it's going to be long range.
Okay, 1 sec. No aim. Range. Standard.
Oh no. That's particularly bad.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh my god.
You are a lightning bolt for these things, Zeke.
I wasn't sure if I could do it twice over, so that's why I'm just like vary it. It's a half action after all.
Who's on 77?
Okay, 7 is Nurgle.
Oh boy.
You know what, Brand? You know what? I have 2 left. I don't want to talk to Granddaddy. I
It
don't want
might
to
not, it might,
talk to
may not be a
Grandpa.
conversation. It might be something else.
You haven't talked to me in so long.
Like,
Here, have these tentacles.
oh boy, you think you could run out on me and not come talking to Dad again? Oh.
I own you.
You're snaking up a storm over there all without me.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, there's no Damon thing number there, so
That's
you know what?
technically better.
It is better. It's a step up. How's that?
Nope.
It's a step up, and hopefully I didn't shoot you.
Lad's pistol shot goes right into the wall. Yeah.
She's just gonna kind of shrug and be like, "Well, it's a living."
PDF guy number 4 is going to fire at Seek.
Wow.
Thank you, cover.
He's not had to move or anything like that, so I'm just going to full auto this motherfucker.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Oh,
Did the
yeah.
flamethrower pin them or anything like that?
No, they've not been pinned. So he full auto burst. Minus 10 ballistic skill. For every degree of success over gets an extra hit. Yeah. So we're going down to BS 37. And these guys are at short range.
Hey, what's rending?
It can fuck up armor and do more damage.
Because I've
That's
got
why I
rending on
want-
my sword.
Wait, do you actually have a chainsword?
No, it's just a regular sword, but it's got rending.
We need to get you a chainsword. You're an inquisitorial agent without a chainsword.
Those
I
are
think
tough
I've
to
already-
get, actually. Like,
yeah,
chain swords are
swords
pretty-
are.
Let me just spend
Very
some of mine.
yeah, it's like the same
Exactly.
reason I don't have an Omniscient axe. You think they're standard issue. They're really not. They're actually pretty expensive.
Omniscient Axe sounds too cool
All-
to be standard issue.
All I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it
say
does.
is a chainsword is average availability.
Is
Oh.
it really? I didn't pick
It's
one though.
average availability. Chain blades and chain axes are scarce. And all you need to talk to is Corbin.
Oh, rending's the damage type, so that affects what critical table it uses.
Okay, just making sure.
So, yeah, they're at close range, so the range kind of cancels out the penalty for the full auto.
This firefight is pretty cool, though. Not gonna lie.
Oh, this has been the fucking coolest shit, dude. I really feel like I'm in 40k right now.
Yeah, I gotta take a fucking nap, dude. It's been rad.
Dude, this is
There
we're
is
pretty much
so
playing kill.
much lead flying through this hallway right now.
We're playing kill team right now, guys.
That is a
My guilt.
that's a miss. The full burst is a half action. Okay, fuck that.
Yes.
Let's fire again and just empty this entire clip.
Miss more, please.
Ah, yeah, jammed.
Wow,
yeah.
that sucks.
And
The other guy's firing at Corvin. He is also going to repeat the same mistakes and full auto twice. So first one, that's a miss. Ooh. Okay, that's just a hit, but there's no extra degrees of success, so I just made that more difficult for no reason. I got excited because I was like, oh, that's below the ballistic scale. It's like 1 below the ballistic scale.
I want Omni and Derek to imagine if I was running this.
Yeah, 4, 5,
How many times you guys' characters will get one?
Yeah.
Whenever we run Call of Duty,
Yeah.
my NPCs
All
always
the time.
roll ones. Oh, it's ridiculous.
Unbelievable. He sent us
I mean,
the
you-
fucking
I
screenshots.
sent them screenshots. I didn't believe.
Like, you've already shown that you've won this session. It's been like, what, 3 times?
Yeah, that's why I like playing D100 games because I'm lucky as fuck.
Mark,
It
I
doesn't
have
matter that he's hit because with the AP bonus from cover, all those rounds pretty much go into the wall.
Nice. Cover is a good choice, boys.
Yep.
I
Corvin,
would
you're
not.
up. You got the drop on them. You made this fight more manageable by taking 2 of them out right off.
That's good.
That's why you're gonna get invigorated, buddy.
Yeah, Corvin, you're up.
Wake me up.
Okay. I think that I'm. Ooh, here's a choice, right? Yeah, fuck it. Corbin looks at the auto gun in disgust and tosses it down as a free action. And he'll quick roll up with his other half action, or his half action with his modified stock sniper rifle, and just take a standard shot at one of the guys down the hallway that's been firing at him.
You know, there was an hour video that was recently released by Luton on whether or not las guns have recoil.
They don't.
It's inconsistent.
They shouldn't. They're laser guns.
Actual lasers have crazy recoil. I mean, you're literally igniting air.
I would
Oh
like
my
to
God.
spend my first fate point to
Wait.
reroll.
Nice.
Do it. Do it. The Emperor protects.
Get him, get him, get him. Nice.
Oh, okay. By a hair.
With a degree.
With a degree.
Bachelors, no less.
Just like me.
12 damage.
Nice, dude.
Just averaging 12 damage with this long last every shot.
That's
Nice.
disgusting.
It's got an AP of 1.
One AP on one of these dudes.
Wait, it's accurate. Don't you get an extra damage per degree?
I need 2
Yeah,
degrees of
2
success.
degrees.
Gotcha.
That would be
Copy.
One,
Sorry.
one extra D10 of damage, though.
What are the rules for?
And that is my turn. I don't know if I kill him or not, but that's my turn.
No, he's still up. He's pretty
That's
badly hit, but he's still up.
85? Was that? Where did I hit him with an 85?
The leg, I think.
The right leg.
Yeah. So yeah, the
Yeah,
last gun
Kimbo.
fuck. Yeah. Oakham.
Okay. We're gonna try this one last time. If this doesn't work, then Oakham is just going to join the fight. Plus 10. As he continues to try to hack a fucking door. Thank God. But just success. Only success.
Only successful.
Still
You-
success.
Get enough of the statistics of the building to find the nearest exit.
Alright. Sounds good. He would have immediately saved the data and put it away, and again, I'm pretty sure that was a full action, so I can't do anything else. So,
You can withdraw your mechadendrites from the system.
that's fair. That's a free action, so he'll leave those. He'll slowly retract those and start putting his drone back. So, that'll be me.
This guy. I'm gonna make.
Is this when I declare an evasion?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when I declare my evasion. Then.
Okay.
I love it.
Yep, this guy, again, gonna kind of size you up. He's kind of like half circling you to aim again, and then, yeah, another swift attack.
Ooh, use parry instead if you have a good weapon skill.
I do have. Is that a thing I can do? Is parry a thing I can do?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the sword, sword gives you a plus
Dodge or
10 to it.
Oh, can I do that instead?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that instead.
Parry is a skill, though. You have a skill.
Oh, you have to have a skill parry?
Parry is a skill.
Where would I see that?
It's a weapon skill.
I have a 42 weapon skill, so I don't know if I have parry.
Would that not just be?
Yeah, as it's underneath operate.
Yeah,
On
that's
the...
right.
But if you don't have anything in dodge, you probably be just as well parrying and getting the +10 from the sword
That's true.
that you've got. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. You don't need to parry. He rolled an 84.
Nice.
So yeah, you kind of get ready to parry just in case, but like he misjudges the distance and kind of swings a little bit too wildly at you.
Hell yeah.
Europe.
Then I'm actually going to slam with all my might down on his sword and then just drive the blade up into his heart with an all-out attack. That's a +30 to my weapon skill.
So you can't perform an all-out attack. Oh no, you've not used your evasion action, so you're fine. You didn't have to use it. You're good.
Nice.
If you'd parried that turn, you couldn't have done it.
Ah, I see. Okay, very nice to have known then. Okay, so it's +40. That's a 92. I'm going to use my other fate points. How many of these little fuckers do I have? I have 3 total, so I am down to 1. Okay, let's do better this time, please. No!
No,
I knew
you
it!
did
I knew
better!
it was gonna be a 91. I fucking knew it. It's gonna go down by 1.
We are all shit in the bed, boys.
Fuck.
I had my fingers crossed for one of the chaos numbers.
Oh, if it was
I
orange, could
kinda
you imagine how
was
good that
hoping
would have
that
been,
it
Andy?
Dude, it would have been great if it was 66 because you would have gotten the hit and you would have still probably gotten corn like, yeah.
That would have been
Lars.
amazing.
Come on, Lars.
You'd have just heard him say, "Let the blood flow." And
I'm
you get a
back.
free attack.
Bars is back.
Welcome back.
Ours, your
Welcome back, Bars. Please get off the ground. We need your help with your snub-nosed pistols and when they're on the ground. We've got lots of heads that need to evaporate.
Be popped.
you got lots of heads that need blowing. Right.
That needs a poppin'.
It's shopping time. I'm looking for heads.
CEO to us, you can't defeat me. We know, but he can. Vars getting up off the ground.
Vars probably isn't actually gonna stand. He's probably gonna start shooting from like where he's sitting. He's okay. Is he point blank from the swordsman? Because this hallway is narrow.
yeah,
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna do my 2 weapon wielder. I'm gonna make 2 half actions, and I'm gonna unleash 4 shots.
Fuck yeah,
I'm gonna
dude.
start with the first round of shots. I'm gonna start with the first 2, so that'll be from. I'll fire them from iron first, just to make it easy.
Bars is angry.
Bars is fucking pissed.
Oh, like Bars is angry.
Nice.
71. That's a success.
Yeah,
Shoot
yeah.
me roll on damage.
Oh,
7. It's okay.
310.
As a 17, is that a headshot? No, it's a right arm shot.
Right arm. But it doesn't matter. You have probably blown his arm off.
Oh shit!
And he sort of drops to the ground, like he wasn't expecting you to get back up, so like
Playing dead work, boys. Possum time.
like him and Judas have just had their exchange of sword blows, and then like Judas done that big heavy swing, missed, and then like sort of looked up from the downward swing position just to see this guy's arm getting blown off and blood absolutely pumping.
I'm sorry, that's just
Intel-
very RimWorld. I've been playing that a lot lately. It just reminds me of that a lot.
It's
Until
very Warhammer, man. Such
Did that
brute-
do him in, or like?
it collapses onto the ground, like just bleeding out.
Okay. Vars is gonna take another shot at him.
He's dead. Actually, you might have scored a critical hit. Yeah, you got 5 over his remaining wound total.
So he's gone.
And with a, just in case there's any nice bonuses, you might have passed through and hit someone else. We'll double check. It's an impact weapon. It was to the arm, and it was a 5. Okay, that's fine. Muscle and bone take a pounding, and attack rips into the arm. The limb is useless.
Nice.
Yeah, so I literally just blew it off.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bars does have
Yeah.
3 more shots.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do the penalty for that. What would that have been? On point blank, so it wouldn't have. That might have affected it.
Yeah, no.
Well, okay. Would you allow me to say that I'm actually standing up with that action because I can? That's technically a move action to stand up.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I could just make that shot, and then I have 2 more shots if that would be okay, rather than
Yeah.
re-rolling a bunch of shit. Okay. Bars is gonna stand up, just kind of like push himself up the wall, and he's gonna have iron in his right hand, and he's just gonna blast the guys, take his arm clean off, and he's gonna aim steel down the hall, and he's gonna make 2 more shots. So he's gonna shoot at just one of them, whoever looks more wounded. And this is probably gonna be short range.
Number 3. Pistol near the door. Not even, it's further than that. Just go. They're a little bit closer to you than Seek was to the CEO, so they're probably just your standard range. The pistol.
Standard range, okay. Okay. Now I'm thinking. I think Vars might switch. Well, if it's a standard range. Okay, I'm gonna have to take the penalty anyway from the dual shot. So let's fire for 2 shots. Ooh, that's a failure. And we'll
Bars
fire
just
another one.
wakes up to like a hailstorm of bullets all around.
Just wakes up. Oh shit!
Pew, 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 pew.
Back in it, boy.
So anyways, I started blast.
I'll make my other shot. Yeah,
Bars
I think so.
is Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Bars is Danny DeVito.
Like, you blow the guy's arm off, and then you turn your attention to, like, the kind of bleeding, messed up looking PDF guy slumped against the wall who's still able to kind of shoot and try and fire a few rounds at him, but, like, you just kind of hit the wall.
Very messy. But if Vars is drawing their attention away or splitting their attention, that's kind of what he's planning on doing anyway.
Yes.
Okay. Speak.
All right. As the attention is split, Zeke is gonna do don't fix what ain't broke. He's gonna lean out. He's gonna throw some more lightning at the nearest PDF boy
Oh,
Nice.
because the CEO's dead. Correct?
I thought you were gonna do
Yeah,
that.
he's dead.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I returned.
Oh, miss.
Not a
Welcome
double.
back.
Close, but yeah.
Not ideal.
Very close to a double, but no. Get out of my head, crab lady.
Get out of me head!
Yeah, man.
And then
man's
back around and kind of shrug, draw my word, and pop over. Is the PDF guy a standard range or short range?
Standard range for the pistol.
Copy.
My word.
Risk it for the biscuit, semi-auto.
There it is. There
That
it
is
is.
Sudden
biscuit. Wouldn't have even gotten a
about
one
this-
shot.
Nothing about this firefight should have encouraged any degree of risk ever.
That's literally what got us into it,
It
actually.
started us with risk, and the risk actually paid off at the beginning.
Yeah.
True.
I got
And
2
it
of them.
immediately sucked.
And then I finished off the
That's when
scene.
I opened fire for
True.
10 bullets and I had to beat a 1.
The
Hey man,
That was
I
funny.
already got one headshot off of my horrible ass ballistic skill. I'm supposed to throw lightning, not shoot at things, but I'm
Yeah.
still doing it anyways.
Corvin, you're getting shot at.
Up
Throughout,
front. I did
oh,
shoot
shit.
one.
he needs to reload. So, how many actions?
You doing another hailstorm of bullets at me?
No, because he hasn't spent the full round reloading his fucking autogun.
Nice.
I understand the
jam.
pain.
Are you out of ammo now, Vars?
No. I have
As-
6 bullets left.
As does PDF number 3. He also needs to.
It's time to be these guys.
Oh,
Hey,
perfect.
they're outnumbered, guardsmen.
Oh, perfect. Oh, wonderful.
Outnumbered. procs.
Outnumbered.
They got trigger happy with those auto bursts. So
Their numbers are. We have 4 of us to 2 of them, so outnumbered procs.
I like these odds.
Or excuse me, it's called double team. Gain additional +10 for outnumbering opponent.
That's brutal.
Oh my goodness.
Oof.
Jam. Oh
I am
no.
once again going to use a fate point to reroll that.
And once again, I'm asking for your fate point.
That would have been a jam, yeah.
I wonder if there's anything that the chat can do with their points to help us.
Nope.
Come on
Andy
in,
said
Jeff.
no.
Andy said no. I respect
Andy said
it.
no.
I
Only play once
respect
a
it
month.
too. I respect it too.
I think double team only applies if you have the talent.
He's a guardsman. He should have it from guardsman.
Yeah.
That's where I have it from. Is why.
That is,
Wait, say that
yeah.
again, Mandy.
The double team only applies if you have the trait, but yeah, I think guardsmen get it as standard.
Yes.
But yeah, your las guns, yeah.
Oh, I was using my last fate point to reroll that.
Cool. 5 additional degrees of success.
So
That's
I
a
will
blammo.
use 4 of those for an additional 2d10 worth of damage,
Nice.
and that's going to be righteous
Fury.
with an additional 2d10 for a total of 20.
He's
25.
fucking vapor.
He's dead.
He's gone.
Nice.
It's like in Fallout when you like over crit on somebody with a laser weapon and they just turn to ash.
Yeah, just like completely.
Yeah.
vaporized.
Corvin literally hears like both guns go click click simultaneously, just smiles, turns around the corner, lines up and takes his time and just
Vapor.
Nice.
Okay. Ogum.
bye bye. And that's
All
my-
right. So now that I've disengaged my mechadendrites, would you say this poor last chap is within charge?
Yeah, he's definitely within charging range. If Derek could charge from like where he was in the corridor down to the opposite end, you can.
All right. So Oakham disengaging his mechadendrites as Helpy clicks into his back, sort of puts the back of his mechadendrites against the wall and literally pushes himself forward, literally sort of like yeeting himself across the distance as he goes in with an overhead swing of his weapon. So this is a charge attack. So let's see how this works precisely. So this is an attack. This is plus 20, I believe, because it's a charge. So, alrighty then. Alrighty then. This should be
Just from your weapon.
Yep, the triumph of applied reason with an additional plus 20. I guess this is an aim. Would this be an aim bonus? I don't know whether this would count or not.
Charge doesn't count as an aim bonus.
Right, I'm just wondering if like that's how you enter it in. Oh, there we go. Input attack type. There we go. I forgot how many of these. I've literally haven't melee attacked at all this entire time, and I've forgotten how it works on this thing. Here we go. Any other modifiers? I don't think
Nope.
so, right? Yeah.
Forgot how good shocking weapons are, but this guy's the wounded PDF guy, so you're probably going to kill this guy.
Something tells me unless I roll utter ass, but I have a backup for that. There we go. Hey, look at that. And as for the damage, that's it's gonna suck for this guy. So, so what? How does that? I can't even make that out. Did it even roll?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rolled a
Yeah, you rolled a
nine.
3.
Oh, okay.
You rolled 9.
9. Damn. Okay,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he literally leaps off the wall. I'm assuming this guy is gone.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, so he leaps up across the distance, sort of like thrown with his industrial arms, and just brings the huge Mechanicum staff down on this guy, and just compacts him like a I'd say like an aluminum can. Just crushes him down the center until he just sort of cracks into pieces, and he just sort of stands up and shakes the blood off. now somewhat satisfied after the significant amount of frustration that only he knows he had because no one else was watching him fail by actually having any degree of tech knowledge.
Yeah, I double checked what the shocking trait does for shock mauls. So good.
Yeah,
so
What's
shock
it
is
do?
So if you get hit by a shock maul or a shocking weapon, you take a toughness test. If you fail it, you're stunned for a number of rounds equal to the degrees of failure.
It's
Oh my
so good.
God.
It's so good. So good. Basically, if I hit somebody, there's a not insignificant chance they just don't get to do shit for who knows how long while I take them apart.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a shock whip for that too, and I can reach 10 meters with that, so I can't wait to use that.
It's
I'm looking
good
forward
stuff.
to it.
I have pew pews.
Cool. Yeah,
Go
you. The alarm is still going. This hallway is now absolutely. It's like when you came to this villa, it was impeccably clean. The walls are perfectly white. Despite the red light being on, you can tell that those walls are never going to be like that again. There's blood
I just
spraying everywhere.
Gallagher this hallway with this dude. I feel bad for him.
I extend
There's-
a hand out to
there's-
Vars. Sorry, go ahead.
Bullet holes and laser scorch marks fucking everywhere. One of the dead PDF guys is currently on fire.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Auto gun and start moving towards my comrades.
Yeah, I put my hand out to
Zeke-
Vars.
Z kind of looks around and looks at the burning corpse and looks at everyone and says, "I'm so glad I can't. I'm so glad I can't smell. That must be horrible right now."
Bart is gonna clasp Judas's arm. I'm good, boss. Just took a little bit more of a hit than I expected. He just put on this Cheshire smile, just perfectly fine.
Zeke will go over by Vars and kind of look him over for a moment and check and see how he looks.
His chest plate sort of like it's like bent inward from the shots that he took in a few places.
So, now that I have an idea which way to go, I can direct the party towards the exit.
Yep. If you continue heading
I
in the
want to
direction
look
of
over the
PDF.
CEO first before we go anywhere. Just for the record.
Zeke will kind of look after looking you over. He's gonna kind of say, "Brace yourself for a moment." He's gonna say, kind of like in a low tone, "Brace yourself," before he kind of places a hand on your chest. And I fill you with the same endurance he has. As I'm gonna remove 2 levels of exhaustion from you.
Nice.
Oh, awesome! Hell yeah.
Nice.
Zeke is then immediately gonna kind of like double over, like put it like he's kind of like his knees kind of half buckle. He puts his arms on his knees. He just kind of stands there like that for a moment.
Vars is gonna pat him on the shoulder now that Vars just feels almost 100% again. Not quite though.
I will say the little small thing right now is that you feel like you just got off the morphine drip.
Hell yeah! There's no other way to live.
Yes, I've been shot up with cocaine. Like it just boosts you with so much energy.
Vars loves amphetamines.
Yep. Welcome to Nurgle's Euphoria.
Let's go.
And he just kind of pats you on the back and continues walking.
Didn't tell him that part, did you? And there goes
I did not say that.
Get Nurgle, dog.
Get Nurgle, buddy.
Okay, Derek, you're checking the commanding officer, dude.
Yeah.
Are you looking for anything particular?
If he has any sort of like equipment, or I mean, it's just a regular sword, right?
Yeah, it's just a regular
Lethal.
military issue. Not too dissimilar to yours, but maybe not. Yours is probably a little bit more ornate, a bit decorated from being a Maccabean Janissary officer. Yours will be a little bit fancier.
He
but
had an auto pistol.
He did have an auto pistol.
Vars wants that.
Yes, give
I
Bard
am
the auto pistol.
I'm specifically specialized in pistols. That's why I ask.
Bro,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
give
I
him the
flip it
auto
around
pistol.
and hand it to you handle first.
He take it and spin it on his trigger and just tuck it into his jacket. Like, oh yeah.
I'm waiting for the I'm waiting for the Nat 1 full auto Righteous Fury down a Daemon. Do it.
Yeah, he's gonna do like the Han
Um,
Solo where he has his arm out like this. He's like,
They're gonna be like,
Um,
the Daemon totally shot first, and you can be like, no, he didn't.
Can you give me a scrutiny roll, please?
Scrutiny. I'm
Uh,
not trained in scrutiny.
I am.
I am.
I think.
Yep.
+0.
Yep, +0.
I got an 83.
Yeah.
I can take a look at it if you want, bud.
You take one look at the sword, look at the auto pistol. The Fars asks you for the auto pistol, you hand him it, and then you don't really give too much of a shit about this guy much beyond that.
Fair enough.
Cool. Yeah, if you want to give me a scrutiny roll, Fars.
Scroot. That's not much better.
Zeke will ask for it. You don't seem to be looking at it right.
You're not looking at it right.
Jesus Christ.
Don't you
What?
Nurgle splain me?
So Oakum's just checking the ground before we go to see if there's any not just auto rifles, but like, was there a heavy stubber in there somewhere?
No.
No, just auto rifles.
auto rifles.
You
and
definitely.
The CEO had an auto pistol.
All right. Yeah, he's just gonna keep the auto rifle that he has, then sort of drape it over his back. On,
Yep.
I imagine, like the straps that they came with.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
strapped over the shoulder, like a standard sort of assault rifle sort of setup.
And he's going to point down the hallway and start, gesturing. If you wish to escape, it would be advantageous to move this direction.
Yeah. I put my weapon in a low ready position and get moving.
Go, Corbin.
Before we take off, Corvin would definitely have taken like 4 more magazines of this auto gun ammunition off of these corpses and seen if there was anything else on them before they left. Like the other guys as well.
Yes, scrutiny roll, please. Yeah, just the obvious. Auto guns and a few extra cups of ammo and belts.
I reloaded my flamer too, just for the record.
I'm gonna have to reload everything. I do not want to go out there without full ammo.
I walk over to Oakum and I hand him 2 more magazines of auto gun ammunition.
He would cock his head, each one of the mechadendrites out, and sort of take them both. Just slot them into spaces on his belt and then just nod. Thank you.
Anybody else need auto gun? Auto gun, anybody? I got
I need auto pistol.
Zeke will actually drop the auto gun that was given before in the and offer the shotgun to anyone one more time before dropping it off. He's not trained in them, and he's not doing good with the pistol.
I'll take the shells out of the shotgun before you drop it.
He will give the shells over.
I'll take the shotgun. Just if nobody else is gonna take the shotgun, then I'll take the shotgun.
Take the shotgun.
Oh, then have it. I won't take the shells out of it.
Zeke will ask Oakum though, how fast do you plan for us to move through this? Obviously, we want to get out as fast as possible, but if we're gonna go on the side of caution, I could probably keep us from getting ambushed.
Oakum would look at the environment, the flashing red lights, the blood-stained hallway filled with all the bullet wounds and bullet holes, and look forward, and then look back at you, then point his finger upward at the flashing sirens. We will be ambushed. We will be cornered. There is no more discretion. There is only movement and survival. I would advise speed.
Zeke
Grim
will kind of-
darkness of the 41st millennium, there's only movement.
Zeke will just kind of nod his head and say, all right. The moment you feel otherwise, just say, and I'll reach out.
For your reference, Red, the auto pistol has 17 rounds left in it.
Okay. Are there any clips on the body of the guy, or am I just working with the?
There's one on his belt.
Okay. Full 18 round clip.
Full 18, yeah.
Okay, cool.
What quality are these? Is the auto rifle, by the way, if I might ask?
They're standard issue. Like they are.
Okay.
They seem like they're fairly freshly been supplied PDF equipment.
Interesting.
But you do notice that the any Aquillas and things on the casing and stuff have all been filed off.
All right, that's good to know. Thank you. He would probably sort of like smile behind his mask at that, and like make sure that the ammo is reloaded in the thing, and make sure that's good to go.
And before we before Corbin fully heads out, can I make like an awareness test of some kind? See if anybody's like following us or trying to ambush us while we move this way.
Yeah, just give me an awareness roll.
I imagine I'd probably have my head on a swivel too if I could make one. I don't know what his role is. Okay. Let's see. So have those mechadendrites out.
I can re-roll that because of my divination.
Awareness. Fire. So let's see.
At least it's not 66.
55.
50.
I am trained in awareness, so if I can, I will too. I have a high perception.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm
Every
also
day
trained in
swiveling.
awareness, so. Great.
Anyway.
Zeke's head just starts spinning like in place in full owl spins.
There we go.
Spins completely.
So see.
Oakum, nice.
Yep, they got the robot bits. They help.
Beep boop.
There's no sign of anybody coming in your direction as far as you're aware, see, just the alarm that's still going off and the red flashing light. Oakum, with your mechanically enhanced senses and the aid of your drone and all that sort of stuff, you are fairly firmly under the impression that at this point in time, the five of you are the only people left in the villa. Going by the lack of movement from anywhere as you're kind of moving, the lack of sound other than the alarm going off, and as you're kind of moving from this corridor into like the main hall of the villa and stuff, there's no signs of any life left in the film.
Question. Since I've observed this, could I make a logic roll to try to deduce what that might mean for enemy strategy?
Yeah, give me a logic roll.
Logic! Do. I'm clearly too pissed off at that stupid door.
Logical.
I think you're the scholar roller. Thanks for that. I think you get to re-roll that.
Let me see. I think I have a no, I'm not the scholar roll. I'm the seeker roll.
Seeker, yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
So then,
yeah, that's awareness and inquiry. Well, that's an inquiry test. So,
set my
awareness
man's
or
up for a zinger. Do you think they really thought that 2 squads of 6 people was enough to take us out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now roll well and tell us why, Omni.
We're all at the church.
I think we're the first ones they dealt with.
Okay, let's see. Maybe it was keen intuition? I don't know.
Definitely the first inquisitorial agents. Oh, of course, they didn't know that you were inquisitorial agents. They just thought you were like.
They probably thought we were Arbites the way I was dressed, and I approached everybody. I'm like, "Hello."
Yeah, no, I don't have any way of re-rolling logic, so I'm. Yeah, no, I just double checked just to be sure. I have no other means of it. So yeah, he's literally just too bothered by it. He can't even think about why that would be a thing, but he just sort of assumes the worst and just says, I would recommend movement. Enemies appear to be missing. We might want to get as much distance between here and there as possible, at least for this floor. And he would just begin dashing.
With that being pointed out, is there any way that maybe Corvin and I could recall back to our like Imperial Guard training as to like common tactics they would set up to cordon an area and lock it down?
Being a member of the Planetary Defense Force is a little bit different from being an Imperial Guard thing. You guys tend not to guard things like this.
Entertainingly, the guard don't guard much.
The guard don't actually guard much.
We advance.
Yeah. And you definitely don't guard fellas.
Fair point. That would be a nice assignment.
Yeah, that'd be very cushy.
I might. Arbites,
you
after all.
Yeah.
In that regard, since he's familiar with like criminal underworld and like underhanded type stuff and Arbites or like routines, could I figure out why they only sent 12? Because security details are kind of his specialty.
Yeah, okay, give me a security roll.
Okay. Oh, security.
Not good.
I was hoping that would be an Adeptus Arbites roll.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you give me the Adeptus.
Thank you. It's not gonna matter. I'm gonna get another 90.
Close.
Only halfway there.
Living on a prayer. Squidward in the chair.
Squidward.
46. Oh, that's 1 degree of failure.
Yeah. Other than just generally underestimating your capability.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. Marty's gonna be like, whatever.
Like, there's 5 of you. They sent 12 people, including like an officer.
That sounds pretty accurate. 12v5. Yeah, that's more than outnumbers. Bars is sort of like thinking that over in his head as he's checking out this auto pistol.
more than double. So yeah.
Yeah.
I can do wield. I can have one of my revolvers in my hand and an auto pistol on the other. That's stupid.
We'll get you a third hand so you can have all 3 guns.
Yes! Toaster man, get on it. I need a third arm.
It's wrong kind of tech.
Auto fire with the auto pistol with one hand.
I can disassemble organic life. I'm not very good at modifying it.
I need more DACA this instant.
Okay. Literally call someone else, because if I operate on you, it won't be in a way you can recover from. You will not get off that table. In fact, you'll never get up again. So...
But look, I attached the gun to your spleen.
Excellent. Now whenever I have a weird spleen-related disease...
I know.
Yeah, if I were to operate on you and give you a mechadendrite for shooting things, I would literally take a las rifle and ram it through your body and then call it done. It's about that's the maximum understanding of my medicine, I'm pretty sure.
So the way, real quick before we get into another combat, the way full auto works is that I make the attack, and then the number of hits that I get is the number of successes I have.
Yep.
Okay.
You take a penalty to your ballistic skill, but yeah, for every degree of success over, you hit 1 additional thing.
Not if I'm point blank.
There's also another thing you can do as well, since we did mention it earlier, but I read up on it. And so for suppressive fire, you do not need to hit. You declare a cone of targeting. And basically everyone within that radius has to take a pinning test. If you go full auto, it's a hard pinning test. Then you roll to see everyone within that radius if any of them get hit, and that's a difficult roll. But the pinning test and actual damage attempts are separate. So you can successfully pin a whole squad and not hit a single one of them.
Yeah. So it says that you carry a fire semi-auto at 30 degree arc, full auto at 45 degree arc at -20 ballistic skill, which implies that you still need to fire.
I think that's just to see if any of the bullets actually hit them.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, no.
when I first
Yeah, no, it's up
started.
here specifically. Let's see. As part of the action, the character fires a full auto or semi-auto burst, extends the appropriate ammo. All targets in the kill zone must make a difficult -10 pinning test to become pinned, as per page 230. The pinning test is -20 if it's full auto burst instead. The character is not rolled hit the following unusual penalties. So it's two separate effects.
Yeah.
You're going for pinning. That's why you basically just aren't going to be hitting anything. Entertainingly, if I miss successfully enough, you just allocate randomly who gets hit as GM. So it's not even like a targeted thing. It's just I shoot this place vaguely, and we see if you all don't. That's kind of how it works.
That makes suppressing a little bit better too. Than
Yeah, that's how I thought it functioned at first.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I plan on. That's all this auto gun's going to be used for. I'm not aiming to hit anybody. I'm aiming to keep it.
Oh, you and I will get along very well.
Besides, I'm not hitting anything with a ballistic skill of 25 anyway. So.
He's not shot weapon. He's not worried about accuracy anymore.
Okay. Unless anyone has anything else that we're doing, Oakum's still pressing forward. Sort of.
I just take up the rear and keep my eyes backwards and keep walking backwards with, I assume, someone who's near the rear.
And wherever we approach a corner or a turn around a corner, Oakum's mechadendrite is going around first before he goes. A little harder to hit that than hit a full human body.
Despite Varys being beat up the way he is, he's still insisting on taking point. So
nice.
I still have the most armor out of you guys.
It's true.
Behind Judas, I would prefer you being the one right behind me, second to last. That way we can just go back to back.
You guys, you end up in the sort of main hall of the villa, the sort of entrance hall of the villa. You can see that there's stairs that lead up, but yeah, Omni, you can't see or hear any living thing.
Okay. So this is so this has led us to what part of this place?
The front entrance, the building, essentially.
Okay. From my scans, were there any other exits out from the bottom?
Presumably a back entrance, but that was not the nearest entrance to where you guys were. This is as far as your schematics go. It was the front of the building.
All right. So Oakum will gesture towards the front entrance. I expect an ambush of some kind, but it is our way out.
Well, apparently we're really good at fighting our way out of things, so I like the way you boys move, so let's keep it going.
We've only made it this far because we've been smart. We need to keep that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, who's the first one through the door?
My mechadendrite, peeking around the corner first. I'm not putting my body out there till I know what I can see.
Alright. Bars has already volunteered.
He offers his body as tribute.
Well, if you push past him, he's not gonna push you back. It's your choice, Chief.
I don't need to flagellate myself. I got guns to do that for me. Pay my penance.
Right.
Okay. You push the doors open, the front doors of the house. You remember coming in for these earlier in the day. By this time it is night. You can't really see much other than the front gates into the compound that makes up the villa and the grounds. There doesn't seem to be anyone out in the front grounds of the villa either. But those front doors, the front gates to the compound, they're lying open. And it gives you a nice view down the hill towards the town, which is eerily lit from a single location. You can see those stained glass windows of the church to the immortal god emperor are illuminating the only light in the town. And you can see a number of like light sources around the outside of the church. There may be gun-mounted light sources, but the biggest source of light is coming from within the Church of the Emperor, in the middle of the town. And I think we'll end it there for tonight.
Oh shit. Oof.
All right.
Another session, no one's dead. Feels good, folks.
You guys ready to go after whatever thing is in that church?
Nope. But we're
Oh.
gonna do it.
All right. What we need to do is we need to find another
Level
log
one
lance and turn it
character.
into a crack grenade.
I hope you guys realize I have like over 300 rounds in this auto gun that
Oh my god.
I'm unleash.
That's
We need to find a way. We need to find a place to throw that on so you can use it as a turret.
Well, I realized that I can do a half aim and then full auto and just go with somewhat minus. Actually, half aim takes away the minus of full auto.
Well, this has been an amazing session, Andy. Thank you very much.
Andy, thank you.
You guys are welcome.
Right. I got to.
yeah.
I got to set it. I got to double tap somebody and set them on fire. I got to throw lightning at people. I got to help Vars on the morphine drip.
You know how it'd be. Got
Oh,
two
yeah.
nasty ass Nat 1 headshots.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. Good job.
That was
Yeah.
tasty.
Dirty,
That was
dirty.
fun.
There were
Dirty,
there were
dirty.
some pretty brutal kills today too.
Oh yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Like
I kill
when
count three.
If it doesn't hurt, it doesn't count, as
When
the
the game
Great
starts
Inquisitor
off-
says.
the game starts off with the las gun evaporating someone, and then
Off to a good
with
start.
someone being squished with a freaking shock ball.
You're rigged for crack grenade.
That
That was
awesome.
great. That was a brilliant way of using it.
Got this
Now
extra
that's a
rifle.
hot shot power pack.
I'm never gonna use this. Here, you have it.
That's exactly what I thought.
That's so funny.
Uh,
All right, folks. Well, let's go through our shout outs. Where are you found, and who are you, Red?
Hello, it is I, Red. I'm one of the three primary colors. I play Vars Aurelian on this show. Cowboy tank with guns. But yeah, you can find me on Twitter at VA Redemption. I post all sorts of stuff, mostly updates about books, shows that I do. And I've got a lot of projects in the work, so hang around for that. I have Cyberpunk Red
Yeah.
on Thursday of next week at 2 p.m. CST. That'll be the 30th, so don't miss that. We have a wonderful cast, and Omni is one of those cast members.
Phenomenal. Awesome stuff. Well, thank you for being here, Red. Much love, dude. Always a blast. Keel, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? So I am Kyle. I play Corbin, or the deadliest sniper known to the Imperium, and the worst shot in close range. I'm also the DM for Dickest Band of Merry Men on New Platinum Content. You can find Platinum Content on Twitter. We are on a bit of a hiatus right now. We've had a couple of weddings, vacations taking place. So catch us not this month, but next month as we rejoin the adventure of the Mad Mage in the Undermountain.
Ooh, fantastic.
Right on.
That is very cool, dude. Well, thank you so much for being here, Kyle. Much love, dude. Very happy that we finally got to get back on here and play some fucking games together, dude. Tier, what's up, buddy?
Oh, not much, guys. Hey, everybody. I'm Tier, aka Zeke, Mr. X Tender of the Garden. I'm just gonna be doing what I do best. Just recently got married, got back, and
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Got a whole fun, bright life to start coming up. In fact, the wife is pregnant, so come 4 or 5 months from now, I'm gonna be Raising my own little, my own little Zinchling.
Gonna be throwing your hair out, bro.
I'm ready to tear the hair out. Not too much not too much actually for me to come into, but maybe I'll catch you next week with some plans that are coming through. Otherwise, I mean, let's move on next.
Sweet. Well, thank you for being here, Tier. Much love, dude. Much appreciated as always.
Of course.
Ani.
Hey everyone, I am the last Element Detector, your favorite robot American, and it's always a pleasure to be here on Derek's channel. Also, Andy, always a pleasure to be in your game. I'm glad I finally have a chance to play with you. It took way too long to get to this game, and I'm happy we're here. You guys can catch me on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. I stream Wednesdays every single week at 2 p.m. EST. Till 4 p.m. EST, doing the post mouse, where we prep and recap for our coming Mouse Guard the Frontier campaign, which will be on this channel every other week at 6 p.m. starting not this coming week, but the week after.
Yes.
I also on Thursdays do the Breakfast Club, so make sure you bring yourself a nice snack, bring yourself like a brunch or your breakfast with you, and we'll chat, hang out, talk about whatever's going on in the TTRPG sphere and the rest of the world, and play video games and relax. And then finally, Saturdays, I do the Stellar Forge, where I do world building for my various settings, including Legacy TTRPG, which will one day be occupying a noontime slot on Derek's channel, CST. And you can catch me here on Red's channel and also now on Alakazam's channel. I'm going to be joining Alakazam's Bolarius campaign, which is going to be at 10 a.m. EST. The same time I used to stream on Wednesdays, so keep an eye out for me there. And that's me. Thank you guys so much. Looking forward to a great year and eventually moving at the end of it and a bunch of things happening in that time.
Fantastic, dude. Well, much love. Thank you so much for being here, dude. Always appreciate it.
Same pal.
Andy, what's up in your world, dude?
Hello, I'm tired.
Giga Chad for staying up late to run this for us. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm happy we've managed to get back to the Dark Heresy. Action heavy session.
Yeah.
It's fun. We had that slow burn, the build up. Now everything's like going to shit and things are going to happen. But we are playing again next Wednesday. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
To make up for missing
Max
last
hype.
Maximum hyptitude.
Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll probably end up maybe wrapping up this first mission if things go well.
Hell yeah.
Which will be nice because then you guys will get like some downtime. You can like spend your XP and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm Lost Heaven Art. You can find me usually on a Sunday here on the MDM Studios. Was Legends of the Fire Rings. We test played Heresy for a little while. We've been doing one shots for the last couple of weeks. So Derek did a D&D one shot. Chuck did a Feng Shui Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
so
one shot. And Father's Day was obviously Sunday, so we took a day off. This Sunday I am running Houses of the Blooded, which is a variation on Fate. It has its own setting, it does its own thing. It's one of my favourite game systems ever to play, so I'm really looking forward to GMing it. I think we've got a full cast of 6, which will be fun. Normally, I also stream on my own channel. Sometimes I do an art stream on Monday. Usually, I always do something tabletop RPG related on a Wednesday. Like before this stream, we were doing a review of Cult: The Three Lost, which is a horror role-playing game, which was a lot of fun to play. And yeah, catch me on Twitter doing art stuff. Me and Derek are currently working on a project that I've done a few pieces for now, and the front cover for is pretty much done as well.
I'm excited.
But I'm going to be taking a break. We are going to Greece. My partner and I and 2 stepkids, and
Let's go.
the in-laws are going to Greece for 10 days, I think it is, from Saturday the 2nd of July. I think we come back some point before then. I'm bad with times. I'm also tired. But I'll be getting back to streaming and stuff come, I think, the 20th of July, where we're going to be doing Trial with Fire. We're going to be playing Lancer, which has been on my to-play list for over a year at this point.
It's
Um,
so much fun.
It's amazing.
It looks
We
a lot
love
of fun.
it.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to giving that a try. And the following week, the 27th of July, on my channel, we are starting the One Ring Shadows of the North, which is a One Ring 2nd Edition campaign. And on DMDM Studios in July, we should also be starting Lost Haven by Night, which is
Let's
a
go.
Vampire the Requiem short campaign. Yeah. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
I want to play Vampire Forever.
Yeah. So, a lot of stuff coming. I'm going to be taking the solid 2 weeks off essentially to, unwind. So the last busy thing that I'll be doing is running Dark Heresy next Wednesday, and then I am switching off to make sure we've got everything packed and enjoying a few weeks in the sun.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Enjoy it. You deserve it,
Yeah.
dog. Well, thank you, man. Thank you for running it. It was so much fun. Appreciate you staying up late, making that sacrifice. Always. Yeah, this has been it for us tonight, folks. We're gonna be raiding into Heroes and Hooligans, so stick around for that. We love Hooli. Hooli is
Holy good peeps.
the best.
Hooli's
peeps.
awesome.
Yeah, so stick around for that. Make some noise when we get in there. Show some love. I have COVID again. So I'm gonna be probably taking it easy, except for the streams. This week I'm gonna be, doing some more work on those magic items next few days and stuff like that Andy was talking about. But yeah, I'm not gonna be doing any extra streams right now. I'm gonna be trying to get well again, so that's fun. But other than that, Saints and Sinners on Friday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Covet Syndicate on Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then Andy already said that we have a stream on Sunday, birthday of Lady Shirai, Houses of the Blooded. So mega stoked for that. And then I do not think that we will be doing Curse of Strahd